physical and financial real-time basis for all activities. No stones unturned by him in arranging seminars, conferences, and webinars. We see his activity as a very dynamic professional and his work at management faculty in NEHU, Tura campus. We just cannot imagine his real strength in organizing all the events in the campus. We welcome you, sir, to IIMT Bhubaneswar. Thank you, sir. The next dynamic personality with us is Dr. Professor Shrikant Patnaik. He is the present Vice President of Odisha State Chapter of Research Forum of India and the Chairman of Interscience Institute of Management and Technology, Bhubaneswar. He is a dynamic researcher and distinguished academician of the globe and has published more than 100 books in IEEE, Web of Science and Scopus like high-indexed publishing houses. He has got outstanding global exposure and has visited more than 30 countries across the world. We welcome you, sir. The next honorable guest with us is Mr. Partha Sarathi Mishra. He is the board member of Anamya Corporation, US, and a freelancer and consultant to HR Tata Steel, Government of India. He is a very active member and advisory board of RF India. He has received numerous awards and recognitions, including the most influential HR leader in the country and numerous awards for the World HRD Congress and other prestigious institutions. We give you a affable welcome to IIMT, sir. We now welcome the most dynamic Dr. Sushil Kumar Patnaik. He is the real founder and brain behind this forum to constitute to a big caliber what we see in present state. His dedication and sincere effort boosts the spirit of ours to join and explore activities continuously. He takes all the pain, both physically and financially, to form this RF India to a greater entity in the global phase. He is the present National Vice President of RF India and very active along with all his primary works as a HOD of Commerce Department in PN Autonomous College. We give you a big welcome to IIMT. Off the dais, we also have distinguished guests and eminent speakers with us. I'd like to name Professor N.M. Panda, former Dean of NEHU. We welcome you, sir, to the forum. Professor B. Mishra, former Dean of NEHU. And Professor B. N. Singh, Professor from IIT Kharagpur. Professor B. P. Sahu, who is the Director of Adult Education Cell at NEHU. I also welcome you onto the event, sir. We also have with us Professor Ambika Prasad Pati, former Dean from NEHU. A big round of applause for all our guests of the dais as well. Now it's time to welcome our guest onto the podium. I would request Professor K.C. Biswar, the National Coordinator of RF India, to kindly come up and address the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. Welcome to the all delegates, esteemed guests, chief speaker, and all my participants, all resource persons, and today I am very happy. Probably Nehu family all here. 4 dean here. Professor, senior most professor, Professor N.M. Panda here, former dean. And also present dean, I am very happy. Professor G. Singha sir here, present dean. Also previous dean, Professor A.P. Patti. 3 dean here. Why our university, Northeastern Hill University, probably 45 department, 7 department, School of Economics, Management, and Information Science. Here present day, but today the 3 dean, former dean, previous dean, and present dean here. I am also just faculty member at the management department, also former head of the department. Also today founder Professor Srikant Patnaik sir, the Vice President Odisha State Chapter Chairman IIMT Bhubaneswar. Thank you sir for your help and cooperation. And this is from India started 2020, just like after COVID-19. Then Honorable guest Parthasarthi Mishra sir and Vice President Dr. Sushil Kumar Patnaik sir here, research from India, and our previous dean Professor Ambika Prasad Pati sir here, Professor B.P. Sahu, and now also our another one professor here, Professor B.P. Sahu, Department of Adult Education, and Professor B.N. Singh sir, our OLE sir and friend and philosopher, Dean Doon Business School, Dehradun, here also IIT Kharagpur, former deputy registrar, and also I am very happy, my teacher inside Professor Pramod Prusti, when I was a student in SS College, BJP College, that time he is my teacher, become class. Also Jagannath Patnaik sir and all faculty member, IIMT, also all non-teaching staff, media person, dear students, friends, all scholar, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you once again. Just I will discuss about my research from India. This is the research from India now proceeds with the one objective to fill the gap in the social science research for a valued outcome to serve the elevate the economic and the social status through the models. I welcome to all this platform to join hands for your dedication, trust and confidence to develop the research status of the globe. We know different index houses of the globe, those are working and publishing so many research papers without any value outcomes. So our research firm have trust to bring the challenges to the forefront to solve the created model of a solution through innovative practices of the researcher. Those are committed and dedicated and intelligent. The IT provides the training, orientation, empowerment and social science research, provide a professional certificate course, research methodology, empowering researcher to be the best performer, academics and research, timely oriented analysis. Fill up the gaps through RDP, FDP training. In addition, it encourages the individual academics to promote the wellness and motivate for Zero Mind on Chetna, a program for wellness. To train and develop the oriented towards publication of the research, paper, magazine, bulletin and e-books. The research firm has initiated the promotion different cluster hubs to act as a research unit to group training, to facilitate the shared view and regional and national development in quality research, solution and social economic development. The research firm India, one voice of wellness, as an innovative firm, the research firm India, which is a professional association under Section 8 of the Companies Act, to provide all types of continuous developmental program on academic and business research in the country through a complete platform in the both physical and online mode. It is also train and motivate and mentoring and researchers and upgrading the research skill to the best performer in academics and research in continuing and a best activity. It is the initiation of a group of academia researchers who have joined hands and put effort to fill the gap to social science research and training. In addition, it encourages individual and academics to promote wellness and fine arts to train and develop and valued life in every 9th of each month by Honorable Vice Chancellor, Kalandi University, Professor Sanjay Kumar Satpathy. This forum has also assisted scientific high-level research publication in a different research forum and journal and e-books. The forum has objective to initiate the promotion of a different cluster hubs, to act as a research platform to group training, research, e-seminar, webinar, workshop, conferences, to facilitate the share and regional and national development in quality research and development. Already we have more than 15 MAU with different colleges of the state, probably in Odisha more than 10 colleges, Assam more than 10 colleges, Meghalaya already 5 colleges, already have taken more than 25 colleges. Then we are trying add more and more colleges throughout India. Assam, Andhra Pradesh, Meghalaya, Madhya Pradesh, Goa and organize the conduct joint research program, seminar and conference on research activities. We have presently 12 states that are operating different research activities in the country continuously. We have already organized more than 50 seminar, webinar and different innovative and topics researchers, students and academics here to the globe and response in every star marking. The registration, we encourage the young researcher of the globe to connect and join with us for the novel cause, the value-based outcome in research. Eligibility, if you are interested, spare some time for learning. If you are student, researcher, entrepreneur, academician and corporate members, any learning interest fellow. The members of any learning interest fellow, our registration fee is much in nominal and approximately designed of the students, research and faculties. We will start the research development program and the faculty student development program on research contents, both online and physical mode. So many requests as a national coordinator to all of you to join with us to feel the proud as a registered annual and life member of the sub dignified platform of the country. Here we have that strong and a distinct mission to cherish the developed and committed innovative research across the globe, generate value-based outcomes. Our vision to orient a train and a rural-based institution to come out the forefront through the innovative empowerment and training, the socio-economic development in contents, writing, analysis and interpretation of the result, statistical tool and research, designing and tool and pedagogy, etc. To live in the among valued life, better mind and better health with the positive attitude through voice of wellness platform. To identity, the talent and the innovative to promote them and bring in the limelight to social betterment. A frame link, the registered member of the Research Forum India affiliation, editorial committee, research development committee, advisory committee, also different committee also available our Research Forum India. Affiliation can be accomplished through online registration portal. Research Forum India providing essential channel of learning with a community as a associate through MAU forum. The focus area, our registered student will encourage the various research activities, management research relevance, public policy in India, with filling the knowledge gap about the region's key development challenges through the RF India. The RF India is engaged in wide range of research under the field of economics, finance, business, tourism and human development and management and promoting art and culture. That's a publishing house also. Research Forum India, quality of publication, manuscript quality, presentation quality, editorial quality. The Research Forum India is one of the professional platform India who facilitated to faculty, student, researcher and industrialist, scholars, micro-entrepreneurs, self-help group for empowerment and capacity building by creating a continuous learning and development and culture for wellness through research and innovative practice and activities. So now we must join hands together to change the world for wellness and value through research and innovation. See, today is our second international conference. Already first national seminar conducted at Bharatiya Vidyavana last 2023 January 15, June 8 9 2023 already we have conducted international conference. My department Northeastern Hill University, Department of Management, Tura campus. This is a second international conference. Also, I am very happy. My dean here, Professor G. Singhaya, probably also Professor G. Singhaya this year, National President, Research Forum India, already selected my campus, Tura campus, Northeastern Hill University, the present dean, School of Economics, Management and Science. Actually, Professor G. Singhaya, he was the former Pro-Vice Chancellor of my campus, because when I was head of the department, he is my boss, because he is a former Pro-Vice Chancellor at Tura campus. Today he is a president, I am very happy. Also today, Professor N.M. Panda, Professor A.P. Patti, Professor P.P. Sahu, and Professor B.N. Singh, and my teacher, Pushti sir, and Patnaik sir, and Vice President, Dr. Sushil Kumar Patnaik sir, and Parthasarthi Mishra sir. Our many thanks. Our this college founder IIMT Patnaik sir, second Patnaik sir. Thank you so much for your cooperation and encouraging this research from India, also indirectly encouraging the students and the scholar, then develop the country and develop the nation. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, Biswal sir. Thank you for telling us more about RF India, and we congratulate RF India for reaching heights and making their best of research practices. Now I would request our honorable guest, Professor Shrikant Patnaik, Chairman IIMT and Vice President of Odisha State Chapter RF India, to kindly address the audience.
Thank you. Sujani Madam, sorry for she quoted guest. I am not the guest, I am the host. I am the director of the institute. So, formally, before starting, I must tell that today is a auspicious day, Makar Sankranti, and I welcome all of you, student first, then teachers, then delegates, then our guests to this campus. And also, I am very pleased to tell that our guest, we hosted our guest in the guest house for the first time. So if there is any lacuna, there is any shortcoming, please tell us. I will not tell that forgive us or excuse us. Please give your feedback so that we will improve and we will make it a foolproof guest house for the years to come or the time to come. So thank you all for coming to this campus. Very good morning. Guest on the dais, Professor Singhaya, Professor Kailash Chandra Biswal, Professor Sushil Kumar Patnaik, Mr. Parthasarthi Mishra on the dais, and of the dais, Professor Panda, Professor Singh, and Professor Mishra, and others. My dean, Professor Patnaik, and my colleagues, and dear students. I must tell, Professor Biswal has informed about the RF India, activity of RF India, and I must tell about the IIMT, who is a partner of today's convention or today's conference. And there are two kind of audiences here. One is professors sitting front row and the student at the back side. So the information I should pass on to my student friends and also to the professors. This institute IIMT started in the year 2007. However, we have taken our student from 2008. The first batch of students came out in 2010. Since the beginning of the institute till today, we have crossed 15 years and we have enormous amount of, say, MDP, SDP, conferences, workshops, symposium, and the output of all these meetings, whatever may be the meeting, it is not local, it is not statewide, it is not nationwide. all are available in international forum, and the proceeding or the output of these meetings are not less than selling not less than 10,000. You can Google, and all the books are available on the corridor. So that the way we operate. So more than 100 volumes are there. We are available at almost all reputed publishing houses: IEEE, SEM, Springer, Elsevier, SPIE, MDPI, IndoI, Interscience. These are all. Beyond that, there is no publishing house on the earth. And here, our teachers work on that. Any book you open, the first chapter will be the chapter contributed by our teacher and student. Why I am telling student? So whenever your imprint is there in the international forum, wherever you apply, just tell that I have published this one. There is two kind of thing. One is copyright, the second one is patent. Patent, to do patent, you have to be in engineering college, say engineering school, technology school. So it is very difficult to have your patent working in, say, management or B school. But definitely you can have the copyright. Copyright mane kana? You have an idea. So whatever idea is there, you publish it somewhere and keep it. It is recorded, and no one will take that because it is available throughout the globe in the internet. And our student, whoever is studying here, whoever, that is the wrong word, the interested student, the studious student who are come forward to join the hands with the teachers, and the teachers will put the name of the student, and the student will be getting the reward throughout the life, not getting a job, simply getting a job. We invite professors from abroad as well as inside India from different parts. In the corridor, you might be seeing the professors from different IIMs visited the institute, and the photographs are there. This year, I am not talking about the past year, it is available in our website, but this year, 3 professors visited this institute. Professor Jesus Garcia from Universitat Complutense of Spain, Madrid. Then Vijayan Sugumaran from University of Auckland Business School, USA, in the month April 2023. Then Bipul Jain, University of Wellington, and it is Wellington is in New Zealand. So these 3 professors visited this campus. Today, Professor Breeze Mohan Gupta is supposed to visit the campus and deliver the talk on cyber security. However, yesterday everywhere it was fog. My son also arrived from Singapore, so flight was 4 hours late. And he is supposed to arrive at 10:45 in Bhubaneswar. My team was ready, guest house was ready. However, that flight was delayed and he was supposed to arrive today morning at 9 a.m. And again, he has to go back to Taiwan after 2 days. He was with his family. Then he requested me what I should do. Professor, tell me. Then I told it is better cancel. We'll invite you again on the month of June whenever you are coming to your hometown. So today was also another event that was on cyber security talk was there, but that we missed. This is one of the campus. We publish annual lecture note on management. None of the institute in Orissa, even if in Eastern India, does that. So many management professors are sitting. You will not find, yes, IIMs they are doing, but not a mediocre institute like small institute, not only the mediocre also. We are a very, very small institute, say faculty strength less than 20, student intake is say 300. It is unthinkable on a part of a small business school, but continuously we do that. The last 3 years, book title is self-management for corporate. Then last year it was evolving careers in management, contributed by all IIM professors, all 12. You can see the photographs. For the common man, not those who are studying here, okay, they are listening to the professors in the classroom. But for the student who are not coming to us, we are available online in YouTube. through IIMT Open House. It is a global platform. Anyone, any topic you can find out. I am announcing here, anything you want to listen, just send a request. I want to listen on, say, service management. We can arrange a speaker and it will be delivered within 15 days time. Okay, so that is the another vertical we have, that is IIMT Open House. We have a research network like RF India. We have a research network, Interscience Research Network. It is a wing, integral wing of IIMT, where more than 100 professors across the globe are there. It is, I am not telling anything like, you Google interscience.ac.in and you can find all the profiles. They are from different part of the globe, different discipline. Very recently, last year, November, in the month of October, we became the UNESCO Uni-Twin Institute. Uni-Twin Institute means the UNESCO spread its messages through different institutes, and there is a mother institute, there is a say daughter institute, and they join this institute through a common word, Uni-Twin, University Twinning Program. So we have joined with a professor of economic system and human rights. He is from University of La Plata, Argentina. His name is Francesco Vigliarolo. And each month, first Saturday, we have a program on Zoom platform. And that is on economic system and human rights. Continuously we are doing. So last Saturday, we had this, and the topic was ethical finance and responsible investment. And the students and teachers, they join hands or they listen to this. And this is not the first time. In 2016 also, UNESCO professor Florin Popentiu visited this institute. You can find the photograph in our wall. So the names in the last few episodes are Otero, Herman, Massimo Frangi, the different professors they have delivered. We have, each Saturday we arrange one program. First Saturday with UNESCO Chair Professor Francesco Vigliarolo. Second Saturday we have joined hands with ISTD, Indian Society for Training and Development. Third Saturday we have a program with RFI, Research Forum of India. And basically the Interscience Research Network is catering to the fraternity of science. Interscience Research Network catering to the fraternity of science and technology. We call STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering and Management. However, another wing of IIMT is RFI, that is Research Forum of India, that is social science sector. So third Saturday, we are arranging a lecture talk with the presence of all the office bearer of Research Forum of India. The concept was floated and deliberated with Dr. Sushil Patnaik, and henceforth the next Saturday will be the first Saturday through which we will have this program. And for the students who are sitting in this house, in this hall, let me tell, on fourth Saturday we have a debate competition, that is UNESCO Chair Debate Competition on economic system and human rights. This topic I am coming to Oriya because for their understanding. ये जो यूनेस्को कौन करे जानी चाह, गोटे कॉमन मैन पाई काम, गोटे कॉमन मैन जे खाइबा को पाउनी, जाकू पुलिस टर्चर करूची, जाकू सरकार नेग्लेक्ट करूची, तांको मानन को पाई यूनेस्को बहुत गुडे प्रोग्राम लॉन्च करे. And केमिति लॉन्च करिवो? ए ह्यूमन राइट. He will tell to all common man, this is your right. And how it will be done? It will be done through you people. Whenever the youth will be there and youth will propagate this idea to a common man, then each common man will get the human right. And that is the thing the UNESCO professor Francesco Vigliarolo is doing through us. So we are a institute in India to spread this across our common boys and girls. And obviously we are located in Bhubaneswar, and we definitely want that student of the neighboring institute should participate in debate competition, and they should get prize signed by the UNESCO chair Professor Francisco Vigliaro. And also there is a token prize from our institute also. So don't miss that opportunity and spread these messages among your, and this debate competition is being organized and conducted in this campus on fourth Saturday, each fourth Saturday of the month. So this is all I want to convey. Thank you once again, the professors who have come over here, and I must give another 1 minute time, that we are very fortunate that so many Odia professors are there in the, say, hilly area. Most of you are welcome here, and obviously the Odia, due to our professors are there in our second UNESCO chair professor talk. Professor Sushant Kumar Naik, he is in Rajiv Gandhi Central University. He delivered a talk on economics. Last week, that was third event, Professor Sanjeev Kumar Jena, he was in this campus and he delivered the talk. And today, many more professors are there from Northeast region. Yes. So that information I want to pass on. And whenever, and each month we will having a UNESCO chair lecture series. And I'll look at the professors who are sitting here. I may contact you for some deliberation, some talk. The pattern is like that: one professor from outside India, one professor from outside Orissa, and one professor from Orissa. There are 3 talks each Saturday, each first Saturday. So thank you all for coming over here and sparing some time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for telling us more about IIMT and the different advantage program that IIMT is providing for the students. So here I see there are many students coming from different colleges. Please participate in the various programs that IIMT is hosting, and you can find it out in our YouTube channel that has been registered in your mobile. So now I would request Dr. Sushil Kumar Patnaik, National Vice President of RF India, to kindly come up and address the gathering.
So, thank you, President. And I must welcome first our students from the different colleges and the teachers who are joined. Mr. Dr. Samir Patra from Rajdhani College and the students and this team. And Dr. Suraj Das, I think, from DR Napoli College. And Mahasi College students. How many students are from Mahasi? So students are, I think, coming, and it is a distance from that place. So above all, I must welcome all the students and the teachers and the dignitaries and my professors on the dais and off the dais. And before that, my heartfelt congratulations to all of you, that to particularly the chairman of IIMT, that he has taken all that pain for all this arranging in such a way that it is so amazing and a nice arrangement what I see for all the research scholars, students, participants, and all the teachers, so that we have gathered here. So before starting, it is my opportunity, what I think, to speak something about the theme or the topic what we have decided, that trend in banking and technology towards the global sustainability of entrepreneurship. So main focus is on entrepreneurship. So students, you see, अरे तुले इंटरेस्ट बसते तर ठीक रे You just see that three things are there. One is banking, second one is technology, and third one is entrepreneurship. So these three are linked for what? For the sustainability. So sustainability is now it is a question mark. Everywhere you will go that some concerns are on profit making, but question comes on sustainability. But they are in between. They are collapsing. Why they are collapsing? What is their challenges they faced? They faced because of so many challenges, so many parameters are there. And generally, what do you see that in India or in some countries, what do you see that education is most vital parameters to take as a in all the services when you apply for all the services, but not we never take the some other parameters in knowledge or the intelligence. So in bio, so many questions will within 5-10 minutes are there, but in theoretically or before that when you apply for the post, that question is what is the percentage of marks you have passed or secured. So this is first. So you see in entrepreneurship, three things are there. One is in art, like a singing or dancing. Who will be the better performer? He will be selected as the best. But in education or in the, but you see in the entrepreneurship is like this. It is an art. It never requires any formal education degrees. It requires something others. But we take always we base on all the education parameters. So if you have passed MCOM with 80%, then you will be entrepreneur. So where it is not a, it is I think it is a myth on that. It is not the reality. So before that in the primitive stage, what you see, that sadhavas are there. They are not the educationists or they have not passed the MCOM or BCom or any professional degree. But they are well versed with their entrepreneurship or their business. And they do a sustainable project also. But within that span, from 15th, 16th century to till yet, we have not sought any path regarding the sustainability. But before that, it is a sustainability. But why it lacks or it was a challenge for us? The challenge was because of the fixing of the parameters. Always we fix the parameters with the education system. So it should not be linked. In my language, it should not be linked always because particularly in entrepreneurship, it is totally different. And people who are in the academics and the business, maximum people don't know the real type of business, what the practices, what is the exact practices in the business system. So many systems are of in 80s of 90s, but in the books what we find that it is not revised till yet, so that the students are in the stage of in the 30 years back. But you see in the system, you just simply see that if you are in the class of channels of distribution, so people will say distributor is there, wholesaler is there, retailer is there, and consumer is there. But it is not a practice. Every book, it is the you will see or you will find this type of things are there in the channels. But the channel comes from national distributor to distributor. There are 7-8 channels are there. Stockists are there, super stockists are there, distributors are there, consignee agent are there, forwarding agent are there. So many so many peoples are there involved. But simply say, so in entrepreneurship, what you see, why it lacks or why it is not sustainable, because of it is not due to finance, it is not due to the technology, but always we link to the bank or technology because of when a student appears a exam but failed, what he will tell his father, he will speak only one thing, that so many problems are there and people are not better than me, but the board suggested their name. But what is the reason? So many reasons he will cited, but these are not the real things. Real things is that entrepreneurship is not in sustainable because of so many parameters. What are the parameters you think? Because knowledge. Number 2 is social capital. Social capital is the most vital aspect in all the sustainability point, because of people are coming from the outside state and establishing their business in the state or any state. But see, they are successful. in a, if you see the Marwadi people and the Gujarati people, suppose you see a few people are there in Odisha, but their business is sustainable, but our business is not sustainable. It is challenging always. So what are the challenges we see? So we have to make a study on that. So that we have fixed this topic or the theme to discuss in the technical session, and so many professors are here with us, and the students and the researcher or the participants can participate in that session with a round table. Round table discussion, you have to discuss actually what are the parameters, so that you will be very confirmed on that, and you can assess the challenges and you can go for sustainability. Then our topic comes that what is the role of banking in entrepreneurship. Banking role is very advancedly with so many techniques they have applied, so that because of faster payments, only faster receipt of the amount and faster payments. So two things are there, not receive amount, receive through ATMs, but payment system is very faster. Only one thing is there. So what is the link to the entrepreneurship? So when it will be linked to entrepreneurship, then it will be easier for all this transportation system and the your payment system. It is the only one thing. So online, what do you see in online? Online things are selected online, and your payment system is very smart. So this is the system. So आम भावे बहुत चेंज होगा, किसी बेसिक चेंज है नहीं, चेंज आहरी बहुत हम, चेंज ओनली है ऑन द पेमेंट सिस्टम, चेंज है सिलेक्शन, आम गोटे सार्ट देखले चार्टे क्लिक कले तार पेमेंट कले जस्ट बस सरी गला, आमर खाली मूवमेंट ट्रांसपोर्टेशन टा इट इज रिड्यूस्ड. So that we have to change a lot in the system of banking. Banking will then come to the point of your sanction amount. एबे तो sanction देखिबो आ मैनेजर को नहीं, sanction से माने अपलोड कर देबे तांगर पैकेज रे, तांगर सिस्टम रे, से सिस्टम जहा के दबो. So this system will decide. So तेनु एटरे किछि काम करूनी, कोनोसी बुद्धि काम करूनी, कोनोसी एजुकेशन काम करूनी. But why the people are selecting all this in the high qualified people? There is no work in that banks. Only they will upload their document in the system. देखो 2 घंटा पर से कहबे जे नहीं एटा हेई परला नहीं, लोन सैंक्शन हेई परला नहीं, काहे ना से स्कोर पर मिला, ये कम गेला, बहुत कथा कहबे. But these are the facts. But technology एती पर जाना आनी. So तेनु आमर काम कोन? As a student, if you think that we will go for the entrepreneurship, that doesn't mean that it should be linked fast. It is not linked to the education system or the parameters. ताले एटा बुद्धि रे काम हुए, बुद्धि रे काम कोडा कोडा है, नाचो गीतटा हबो, तार गीत बोलिबाटा हबो, तार एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डा हबो, एडा सब गोटे जहां परफॉर्म करबो देन इट विल बी सब लोक देखिबे. देखो बहुत गां गुडा करे बहुत पाठ पढना आंदी के एमकॉम करना आंदी कि बीकॉम पढना आंदी, बट दैट बिजनेस इज सस्टेनेबल, समान भला बिजनेस चलाइछन. किंतु जोरा पाठ पढ़ी करी सर्टिफिकेट रखी करी केते परसेंट रखिछु ये करछु, इट इज नॉट रिकॉर्ड इन दैट सिस्टम. किंतु आमे जबरदस्त वी हैव टू फिक्स ए सिस्टम जे आमे ये न कले या हबनी, लंडन नु पढ़ी करी आसबु, जर्मनी नु आसबु, एमबीए करबु, एठे ये करबु, तापर एंटरप्रेन्योर स्टार्टअप इंग्लिश कर देले स्टार्टअप, पर स्टार्टअप हे गेला देन इट इज स्लिप अप. तेनु स्टार्ट जे दे देला एंड हे दे देला, तेनु इट इज नॉट ए सस्टेनेबल. ताले क्वेश्चन कम्स, how it will be sustainable? So this is the present day discussion, and all the students, I request all the students to must be present in that session to listen about their things of the entrepreneurship. It is a nuwa jinsa जोटा कि फर्स्ट टाइम कहूँ जे इट इज नॉट लिंक टू द एजुकेशन पैरामीटर्स. जदि पाठ नहला लोक बिजनेस कर, इट इज नॉट लिंक, ये गोटे पूरा आर्ट. तेणु बहुत आमर प्रोब्लेम होची कौन ना सिस्टम जोटा बही रे देछि, जो सिस्टम बा जोटा कहा होची, इट इज नॉट दैट बिजनेस. एटा बिजनेस नुह, बिजनेस जो माने करूचंती से माने जोटा करूचंती सेटा पढ़ी नांती. जेमते आर्ट रे गोटे गीत बोलुची, से कोन पढ़ी कि गीत बोलुची, से तार आर्ट ताको देइछन भगवान. तेणु एटा गोटे सेमिति विद्या. तेणु एटा केमिति विद्या को पैरामीटर रे केडा काम करूची, से दैट डिस्कशन विल बी इन द टेक्निकल सेशन, इन द इट विल बी इन द पोस्ट लंच सेशन. सो आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल दिस students to be present there to listen, or you can participate there, you can ask the questions to the our technical session speakers and the chairmen. So before concluding, I must say one thing, there is a great change in the trend in the banking system, and with the linking of the technology to change the global scenario of the entrepreneurship from the micro level to the large sectors. So, but we have to discuss only the micro sector so that we can change the society, we can change the value and we can change the outcome process. So, before I conclude, I must thank to all the members, organizing committee of the IIMT, and must thankful to the Srikant Patnaik sir and Singh sir and all the Nehu professors, Professor Nagari Mohan Pada sir, Professor Ambika Prasad Pati and Professor BP Sahu and Professor BN Singh from Kharagpur. And in that age also, I astonished certainly that in the age, you can't imagine his age. His age is, I think, 80, nearer to 80, but he's very smart. He's an IITian. Then Prusti sir is there and Patnaik sir is there and all member faculties and Patra sir is there also. So, thank you very much. And Dr. Bisho Manjena also, I think, please come to the front. And Dr. Surat Das, please come to the front. Both. And one is the NSS officer of the counseling of the state of Odisha. Please come, Dr. Bisho Manjena. And he is the present state NSS officer, and Dr. Surat Das is the head of the department of the Dear Noyapalli College, Bhubaneswar. So I must welcome to both of them. So thank you all. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights on banking, sustainability, and entrepreneurship. We are eagerly awaiting for the technical session because the technical session is going to add up more and many things that we require to understand about sustainability and banking, which will be held after lunch. Now it's time to request the President of RF India, Professor G. Singhai, former Pro Vice Chancellor from NEHU, National President of RF India, to please come up and address the audience.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and dear student friends, very good afternoon to each and every one of you. At the outset, I express my sincere gratitude for the Institute Director and its team, Professor Srikant Patnaik ji, and my own friends, Research from India, Professor Sushil Patnaik ji, and my colleague Professor K.C. Biswal, for giving me this opportunity to participate in this seminar. Even though I am a national president, I am only a sleeping president. So my friends, Sushil Patnaik is the heart of this Research from India. And I think our K.C. Biswal is not the heart, but he is a brain. He is a brain and he is a heart. So these two people are really running this show. And he is a brain child. I think K.C. Biswal is maybe a stepping son or brother, I don't know. So he, like that, these two people are running. Recently, we had a international seminar in my department at Tora. In the evening, they told me, sir, we would like to propose your name as a president. I was just thinking, kya president hai? Do I deserve or not? Then I thought also, I am also dreaming to be a vice chancellor. Actually, this position may help. So, it will help me in my profile. Then I thought, okay, chalo. So, like that, I have become a national president. Sometimes, whenever they say he's a national president, I get laughed at myself. So, anyhow, I really, on behalf of my association, Research from India, and on my own behalf, I really express my sincere gratitude to Professor Srikant Patnaik ji for all your great heart. And you have a very good team like Miss Sujani. She is also a very good human being. And since before we started, she has been calling, sir, where are you? So we are here to waiting for you. And I thought of maybe but she is really very good heart. I really thank you and all your friends. As you just mentioned, actually I have that opportunity to inaugurate your guest house. And guest house is really very homely guest house. It is not a star hotel, but when you enter, you feel like it is your own home. All your people, including Yadav, वगैरह, they are not very professional, but उसका दिल है और दिल से बात करता है. I am very glad. All the time they ask, sir, what do you want, and your cook, everybody. Right? And there is nothing more than a heart. So your institute has a great heart, especially. I am very much pleased to share my दिल से बहुत बोल रहा है. You have an institutional mindset. You have with all organs of the great institution, even though it is a small, but your dil of the orientation, as if you have a global orientation. You have. I really appreciate you having. It's not just it's not just for money, but you are thinking about how to make this institution is more of a universal outlook. Really, I appreciate your routine interactions by including different scholars across the globe, not only from industry, research, and social sector, and different, very good. And we appreciate really, we wish that your institute will become a not only dil se bada hai, but physically also we wish that it should be more, and you have to include number of institutions. You see, nowadays there are big institutions are there, but dil kami hai. So dil, because it should reach out to the common man. So basically, as mentioned in your title, sustainability of entrepreneurship, we should have the social consciousness. Entrepreneurship is social consciousness, health consciousness, environmental consciousness. These are the pillars of any great institution, universal institution. So I hope and I believe I understand you have that good beginning, and you can expand your institution from all dimensions. And I am also very happy to share my thoughts that your institution, as per NEP, you are trying to incorporate interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary. I hope you are also attempting to reach out to the transdisciplinary orientation in your pedagogy, in your thought and your implementation. Your endeavor, we wish that your endeavor will be successful, and you will be able to reach out to the people at the grassroots level. That is more important. See, there are many institutions which are addressing the needs of the rich people. No, that is, there is no kami nahi hai. But what is kami in our country is that with a great thoughts, great quality, we should go reach out to the common man. So a common man's son comes and study and become a great social scientist, then that is a great asset. Like a Gandhiji, Nehru may not be a poor man, but he is a very voluntarily they accepted poverty. They have worked for the society. So likewise, from our dil se, from every angle, we wish your institution, it looks, I thought you are a very old man, but after looking at you, you are not that much old. You are a middle-aged person. My age? No, sir. I am 64 years. Okay. Now, you are, even though your age is old, but dil bahut young hai. I am also very glad my colleagues, when we requested our Professor A.P. Pati sir, actually he has started constructing his house. His dil udhar, he has taken a sabbatical leave, but not yet started leave, but he is involving in his dil everything in his construction. When we requested, he says, Singha bola, kaisa now bolega, then I am really happy. And our Panda sir, he has gone back to childhood days. He went to his village and started enjoying his. But when we requested, he came. Sir, बहुत he is my guru है. कभी कभी हमको लड़ाई करता है, but he is very good. हमारा BN Singh sir, no doubt, He is our mentor and well-wisher. He always helps us. And BP Sahuji, he is also a very good worker. He, 11 o'clock when I call him, he stays in his department. So he always also very supportive to us. And his scholar, Mr. Lindo, he has come all the way from Shillong. I'm very glad. Likewise, all other friends. I can say I am also I am also Oriya. Oriya means I don't know Oriya language, but I did my PhD in Utkal University. So under Professor Ramesh Chandra Mahapatra. That way, I feel it is also one of my homes, like Andhra, Assam and Meghalaya. I feel it is I feel nothing new here because I used to come. I used to take bath in railway station, sometimes in the guest house one we have. I used to move around the market, like that I used to spend here. So I'm very happy. And fortunately, most of my colleagues are from Orissa in my neighborhood, in my school. So that way, I have some kind of emotional bonds. So that way, I am very glad that my Oriya friends have made me a president, for which I am very grateful. Really, I will definitely. We are also organizing this kind of seminars in Andhra as well as in Madhya Pradesh. So that way we are trying to do, and we have also a very good trainer, national and international trainer, Professor B.N. Singh. He has a Rao and Singh consultancy. He has been organizing series of training and MDPs for other programs. I hope with MOU we'll be having a MOU with you, even from my neighborhood and with your institution, because we want to make use of your network. We are selfish because you have very good network, and we are also planning to start a executive MBA program from our school with the help of my colleagues, all my former deans and other colleagues. We'll be starting executive MBA program with a blended mode, and your network, I hope it will definitely useful for us to reach out to various executives of at different levels. So that way, shortly, we kindly help us to have MOU with you so that all your network we can make use of for betterment of our society. So that way, I hope this academic collaboration definitely it will be more fruitful. And when we have a more networking across the institutions, whether central, state or private, public-private partnership, reaching out to the common man with a social objective, the health consciousness and environmental consciousness, it is not it is not difficult. It's not impossible. We can achieve. Because as Professor Patnaik ji told, no, he has been dreaming, and he has created, he will expand its institution. We will work with a great emotional bondage and with a professionalism outlook also. We will do it. What I would like to share as far as the entrepreneurship is concerned, see, there is no depth of entrepreneurs in our country or across the globe, but still, majority of the entrepreneurs who have started, all of them are not successful. Many of them are failure. What is more important, the easiest mantra that we need to understand at any age of our entrepreneurship or entrepreneurial orientation, we need to continue with our own dil. Dil means our Oriya dil, India dil, Andhra dil, Meghalaya dil. So we need to strengthen our own age-old values and ethos. When you internalize ourselves and we try to understand what kind of food that we need, what kind of housing we need, what kind of kapda we need to have, what kind of relationship that we have, how do we maintain our own bondage, emotional, psychological, social bondage. If you try to understand from our own perspectives, then definitely taking a business or becoming an entrepreneur, whether it is a tourism, whether it is a social entrepreneurship, whether it is a corporate entrepreneurship, success is a very easiest. I just interacting with the Professor Parthasarathi Mishraji. He has been sharing many of his divine experiences, how different entrepreneurs are very successful, how they are reaching out across the globe. It is not difficult. What is more important is that our great values like honesty, transparency, simplicity, hard work, and consumer conscious awareness about consumer needs their because we need to be more cost effective, quality consciousness. Quality means not big packaging and labeling. Quality means its content, its health awareness. How far if you take a porridge, nowadays this year is the year of millets. If you try to make millet-based products, definitely it will improve our health, it will sustain our health, and your business will multiply. And like a dabba wala, you can include a number of producers, number of suppliers. So many big chain you can create. You can do a big business, whether it is Orissa, it is Andhra, or Tamil Nadu, or the Northeast, or Western India, or North India. Nothing is impossible. So we need to, we being a management students, I am told here you have a BBA, MBA. We need to redesign and reorient ourselves from our own cultural perspective. How our, I am very happy, the Oriya people are very simple in their kapada, whether in their housing, in their food. Everything is very unique, and environmental conscious, social consciousness, health conscious, that really addresses those issues. Just forgetting about our own age-old value system. So if you try to shift, paradigm shift, if you believe, if you do, there cannot be sustainability. So that is why what I would like to advise all our student friends, you kindly see that you try to visit under the NEP, there is a rural immersion program. We have also introduced in our NEHU, in my school series also. So you try to go and stay during holidays, 10 days, 15 days, once or twice minimum in a year. Go and understand a common man. Once I went this side through village around 4-5 kilometers, I have seen people how they are happy, very simple, and how they are enjoying with the nature. So try to go and understand and try to conceive the great ideas. How you can, what kind of simple food. In this message yesterday I asked to prepare some food, usme namak nahi hai, machli, masala nahi hai, but because of that kind of food people are remain healthy. So that way we have to try to, not like a KFC foods, but try to make our own culture based foods, and then you try to market. People will enjoy, people love you. One day you may become an MLA or MP or minister, chief minister, and something you may become. Then you can do more and more service. With this, once again, I express my sincere gratitude to our partner, our vice president, and the director, chairman of this institute, Professor Srikant Patnaik, and all other Professor Mishra ji and my former deans, Professor D.N. Singh ji, all faculties from different colleges, students, for giving opportunity to share some of my thoughts. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sharing your words of wisdom with you. We are glad that you came to our campus, and we also hope that we'll have more such sessions with you in our further days. And हम भी आपको IIMT की तरफ से दिल से थैंक यू करते हैं सर. Thank you. Now it's time to call upon our next personality with us, Mr. Parthasarathi Mishra, member and advisory board of RF India and board member of Unmay Corporation from US. Sir, please come up and address the audience.
All the excellencies on the dais. I think Brand Srikant is striving today. That's great. So I'm impressed the way things are happening here. And like everybody told since morning, that the institute is doing very well and it's spreading its wings and reaching the international arena. That's a great thing you guys are doing, and all my best wishes are with you. Excellencies, down the line also, all the excellent professors are sitting here. All my students from different management and general colleges from Bhubaneswar. आज मुझे लग रहा है कहीं ना कहीं उत्तरी पूर्व पहाड़ के नीचे दबे हुए हैं. Up NEHU today, so maybe research forum, but it is NEHU oriented research forum, and we are thankful to you, sir, and we are thankful to Dr. Biswal and all the dignitaries present here, that they are striving their best to take NEHU and take the research to the international standard, and Mr. Srikanth also joining his hand, and that would take it to the international level. And we are like squirrels going to help you in that. So if you are considered as Lord Rama, or they are as Hanuman, so we are the squirrels for making the Setu one, and we are there with you. ये बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है. I mean, I was thinking last night, if I'm asked to talk about this topic, whether I'm going to talk on banking, or the technology in the banking, or how banking and technology are helping the sustainability, or all three helping the entrepreneurship. Quite critical. So throughout the night I was sleepless, right? I was thinking, I was floating in my dream. So if I'm going to talk on this topic, what I'm going to talk? So I'm thankful to all the boys and girls who are present here. So they must be also thinking that what is this topic all about? So no problem, because if you don't understand anything, then think that it's something beyond your imagination. So go with a contentment in your mind कि आपने जो आया था बहुत लोगों को देखा, बहुत लोगों को सुना, लेकिन जो समझ में आया नहीं आया कोई बात नहीं. You became a part of the forum and you understood many things from the great personalities from here. लेकिन इसमें कुछ बहुत गहरा ज्ञान जो है, जो बेसिक्स है, हम उसके ऊपर जाएंगे. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू गिव यू द जार्गन्स हियर. आई डोंट बिलीव इन जार्गन्स. एक आदमी अगर एंटरप्रेन्योर बनता है, आप में से कई लोग यहाँ पर हैं, दोस्त who are telling right since morning about the Marwadi and Gujarati, and these are the two tribes in India. Every time we talk about the entrepreneurship, we talk about them. अरे मारवाड़ी है क्या, गुजराती होता तो ये गुजराती जरूर होगा. आप कटक में जाइए, मारवाड़ी गुजराती के साथ एक सरदार जी भी जुड़ जाते हैं, right? I remember in Cuttack during our childhood when I used to go to Revencha College on the Rani Hat, when you cross that bridge, there used to be a sardar repairing the tala, right? So after I came back from a foreign country, I thought, let me go and see Cuttack, the old Cuttack where I used to pass through during my childhood. When I went to that place, I couldn't find that tala. When I asked that there used to be a Sardarji here who used to repair tala and make duplicate keys, where is he? Somebody told me, just look at that hardware store. Now he is the owner of that hardware store, having branches in Bhubaneswar, on Cuttack Road, on different parts of the state. Think about it. Somebody who is uneducated, who was not knowing what his business is about, who is not a commerce student also, who is not an MBA student also, who has never gone through the EDP or IT technology, but today he's managing. He's managing an empire. There are Khandelwals, there are Agarwals, there are Sabarwals, there are many Sindhis, there are many Marwadis, many Gujaratis you will find in the state. Why in state? Every the aisle of the flight, when they go for walk during the long haul, you find group of Gujaratis standing and talking together. You are from which state? You are from which state? कौन सा मसाला चल रहा है वहाँ पर? कौन सा दुकान तुम्हारा है? क्या चला रहे? When I go to Tokyo, when I meet my friends there, when I go for my business to Tokyo, as a part of my business trip to Tokyo also, there when I go to different corners nowadays, I find many Indians having their shops, having their grocery stores, having their supplies there. So entrepreneurship, कोई MBA बन के नहीं हो पाए, कोई BBA करके एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं बन पाए, कोई इंजीनियरिंग कैंडिडेट बन के या MTech करके MBA एक एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं बन पाएगा. एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने के लिए आपको एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप माइंड होना चाहिए. क्वालिटी एक बहुत बड़ी चीज है. जब तक आप क्वालिटी को नहीं समझेंगे, ओवरनाइट प्रॉफिट करना जो लोग चाह रहा है, वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप तक नहीं पहुंच पाता. अभी इंडोनेशिया के साथ हम बात कर रहे थे. आई वॉज इन द बाली फोरम, पार्ट ऑफ द कलिंगा यूथ फाउंडेशन, आई एम द डायरेक्टर ऑफ द कलिंगा यूथ फाउंडेशन, इंटरनेशनल यूथ फाउंडेशन. उसमें हम लोग बात कर रहे थे कि हाउ टू टेक द टूरिज्म, हाउ टू टेक द मेडिकल टूरिज्म, हाउ टू टेक IT to different sectors of the economy, to different parts of the globe, to different countries like your Asia Pacific, India and ASEAN countries. उसमें यही एक चीज आया कि what are the lacunas we find in Odisha, or what are the lacunas we find in different parts in the eastern parts of Odisha, in eastern parts of India. उसमें एक चीज यही आया कि लोग क्वालिटी देना नहीं चाह रहे। एवरीबडी वांट्स टू मेक ओवरनाइट प्रॉफिट, एवरीबडी वांट्स टू मेक इट जस्ट लेट्स गो, कर लेते हैं, अभी उसको देख लेते हैं। इफ यू कम टू होटल इन उड़ीसा, if you come to an international standard hotel in Puri or in Bhubaneswar, you will come to know about it. If you go to a hotel in Bali and when you come to a hotel in Odisha, you will see the difference. It's a marked difference. The quality differs, the type of food differs, the service differs. It's a greatness of Dr. Patnaik who said that please don't mind that my guest house is typical homely guest house. Tell me the your feedback so that I improve. Even many of the hotels, they don't do that. They don't ask you for the feedback because they believe that one day profit is enough. They don't think of the repeat customer. In Odisha or in eastern part of India, I'm talking of the eastern part of India, I'm not going to the east, west or to the central part or northern part of India. We always believe one time business. उसको ठग लिया, आज उसको चूना लगा दिया, चंदन लगा दिया, चला गया, दोबारा थोड़ी आएगा। We don't think अगर आप चंदन नहीं लगाते हो, वो जाके 3 लोगों को बोलेगा पूरी जब जाओगे उस होटल में जाके रहना, जब भुवनेश्वर जाओगे फलाना जगह में जाके खाना खाना, उधर जाओगे तो उस जगह में जाके सामान खरीदना। लेकिन अब वो चीज यहाँ पर नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि लोग चाहते हैं रातों रात जो है दाढ़ी मेरी इतनी लंबी हो जाए, राइट। तो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप तब जाके सक्सेसफुल हो सकता है जब आप चाहते हैं, जब आप सोचते हैं कि आपको रिपीट कस्टमर चाहिए, आपको क्वालिटी सर्विस देना चाहिए। क्योंकि जापानी आदमी अगर मर भी जाएगा, गरीब भी हो जाएगा, मैं इसीलिए जापान के ऊपर बात कर रहा हूं क्योंकि आई हैव वर्कड इन जापान, आई वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ द टोयोटा, आई वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ द दयासु मोटर्स एंड आई हैव स्टेड इन टोयोटा, वर्कड एंड अंडरस्टूड देयर सिस्टम्स। वो लोग मर भी जाएंगे लेकिन क्वालिटी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे। अगर लिखा हुआ इसके बाद ये करना है तो वही करेंगे। लेकिन हम लोग कैसे कल का बासी चीज को तड़का लगा के 8 साल रुपया देकर मेरा चीज खत्म हो जाए, वो चीज हम कभी छोड़ नहीं पाए। सो वी नीड टू बी वेरी मच क्वालिटी ओरिएंटेड, वी नीड टू बी वेरी मच प्रोएक्टिव। हमको ये सोचना है कि जो कंपटीशन, जो बेंचमार्क है, वी नीड टू हैव आवर बेंचमार्क। वो बेंचमार्क जब हम लोग एस्टैब्लिश नहीं करेंगे, हम शायद वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू रीच दैट स्टैंडर्ड। तो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इज नॉट ए स्मॉल थिंग। There are many people, those who are starting their entrepreneurship endeavor, they are starting their startup companies. There are many startup companies which are opening. Many young boys and girls are opening their startup companies, but they're making failures. They're becoming failures just because of this. One, they do not have the dream. Number two, they do not know how to move ahead. If you do not have the goal, you do not know where you want to reach, you cannot have the goal-directed activity. So goal-directed activity only starts when you have a goal, or else you suffer, you be a failure in the beginning itself. So banking is not a problem. I think nowadays, if you want to apply for a loan, you don't have to go to a bank. I think one of our professionals was telling in the beginning today that for a loan, everything is online, right? You apply and within a day, the bank will tell you whether you are eligible or your loan is sanctioned or not. Even nowadays, there are options available. Online, you apply on your mobile and within 10 minutes, your loan is sanctioned. So they go for your score, and if your score is fine and your credibility is there, and you get your loan, 5 lakhs rupees immediately encashed into your, within 10 minutes, you get 5 lakhs rupees in your account. So this is also not a problem. The problem is the determination from within and how you take the things forward. You need to compare yourself with the globe. And I think we Indians, and typically, I always find people from Odisha, those who are the boys and girls from Odisha, they excel when they go abroad. They excel when they go out of India. And that's how you find so many excellent professors in AU, because they are from out of Odisha. So if you come to Odisha, come back to Odisha, they become the crowd. The leg pulling starts. Yesterday I was in a program, उसमें था international program for artists, right? उसमें कला के ऊपर बात हो रहा था कि कलाकार नहीं बढ़ पा रहे हैं। कलाकार इसलिए नहीं बढ़ पा रहे कि कलाकार कले में घुसे हुए हैं। काले से गोरे में आए तब तो वो आगे बढ़ेंगे, क्योंकि कलाकार खुद एक दूसरे का टांग खींच रहा है। कोई जाके वो प्राइज ना ले ले, कोई ललित कला अकादमी का प्राइज ना ले ले, वो क्यों पहुंच गया, मैं कैसे उसको नीचे गिरा दूं। ये चीज भी दिमाग के अंदर लोगों का घुसा हुआ कि कोई दोस्त अगर खोज आगे बढ़ रहा है, उसको कैसे हम पीछे खींच लें। तो कला को गोरा बनाइए, तब जाके कला बचेगा। तो कला को जब आप काला रखेंगे तो काले में फिर आदमी को जीतने का बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा. सो आई थिंक वी नीड टू ग्रो इन ए टीम. व्हेन यू आर सक्सेसफुल इंडिविजुअल, वी आर नॉट सक्सेसफुल एज ए टीम. मुझे पता है जब मैं टाटा स्टील में ज्वाइन किया, यहाँ पर आके एक मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी छोड़ के टाटा स्टील आया, तो मेरे ऊपर लोगों ने बहुत हंसा था. I remember 3 times in my life, people told me that I need to go to a psychiatrist and check myself. First, when I resigned from the Ministry of Industries, Government of India, I was an assistant director of the ministry. When I resigned, my director said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Fine." Then why you are resigning? I said, "No, it's my decision." He said, "Go to a place called Bareilly in Uttar Pradesh. There is a fantastic mental hospital. Go and get yourself checked. You should go and meet a psychiatrist." I said, "Nothing doing. I'm perfectly fine." And I moved to Japan. I got the scholarship from MITI, Ministry of International Trade and Industries. I worked for Toyota, got the gold medal from Toyota Production Systems in Japan, and contributed many things to the Toyota also. Being a black from India, I contributed there. I proudly say that I contributed. And when I decided, with a permanent job offer in my hand, I decided to come back to India. So that was the time all the Toyota people were after me. They came all the way up to the airport. "Mr. Mishra, stay back. We want you in Japan." And all my friends, those who are fortunately staying in abroad now, working in Europe or US or Canada, they told me, "Parth, you are a mad person. Who wants to come back from Japan?" So when your flight touches down Delhi, you go to Agra, not to see the Taj, but to get yourself checked in the Agra mental asylum because you have gone crack. And third time, when I was working with a very big multinational company, having my office in Paris, in France, in Sweden, my engineering office in Noida, and having my shipbuilding yard in Gujarat, Pipavav, which is currently as a part of the Reliance defense company. So that was the time I decided to join Tata Steel, because I took the challenge to set up Tata Steel in Odisha because it was a loser game. Kalinganagar was not coming up, Gopalpur was not coming up. When I decided that time, people simply said, "You are really gone crazy. You know that Kalinganagar is burning. There are Maoists, there are terrorists, there are people, those are not allowing the plant to come up. So you are just going to ruin your career." And I took the challenge, came back here. And if I tell Tata story, every day will be a story. If I can write a book on that. And that was the time all my friends told me, "Parth, your headquarters is going to be Jamshedpur." I said, "Yes." Now, near Jamshedpur, there is a place called Ranchi. I said, "Yes." And Ranchi has got a fantastic place called Kanke. I said, "Yes." Kanke has got a beautiful mental asylum. So when you join Tata Steel, please go to Kanke, get yourself checked, and tell the doctors not to release you from the asylum and put you behind the bars this time, so that you don't create hassles here and there. But to do some things, you really need to be crazy. To do something, you need real to be pagal. अगर आप पागल नहीं होंगे, आप नहीं कर पाएंगे. साधारण बन के नहीं कर पाएंगे. आपको पागल होना पड़ेगा. कुछ भी करने के लिए पगला होना पड़ता है. So if you want to be a pagla, if you want to create something, be a pagal. Then only you can start something, right? Entrepreneurship, those who are entrepreneurs, they are pagal. They want to create something. They want to do something. यहीं पर कोरापुट का लड़का आपको वही रूम जब लेके आया, कोई सोचा नहीं था कि वो अग्रवाल जो है, एक छोटा सा बच्चा जो पढ़ रहा है यहीं पर उड़ीसा में, कभी बाहर नहीं देखा है, वो वही रूम कॉन्सेप्ट लेके चला आएगा. उसके शादी में मोदी साहब को जाके बुलाया था कि मेरे शादी में आप आइए. आज ही इज ए बिलियनर, राइट? सो यहाँ पर किसके दिमाग में कब कहाँ घुस जाए, और आप लोग जाके रतन टाटा जी को थोड़ा सा कानफूसी कर दो कि आप साहब ये तरह मेरा आइडिया है, हो सके आपका आइडिया वो खरीद ले, राइट? So entrepreneurship is nothing but thinking something from within. Money has got nothing to do it. There are people who have started from zero budget. कुछ भी पैसा नहीं है, शून्य से शुरू किया है, बिलियनर बना, राइट? आईटी के अंदर मैं नहीं जा रहा हूं, बिकॉज मेनी पीपल थिंकिंग दैट यू नो ओनली इन आईटी यू कैन बी एन एंटरप्रेन्योर. देयर कैन बी एनीथिंग यू कैन बी एंटरप्रेन्योर. मेरा कहना है आप क्वालिटी सर्व करिए, आपका बेंचमार्क तय करिए, आपका प्लान बनाइए, आपका गोल सेटिंग करिए, पागल बनिए, जूझिए उसका ड्रीम जो कह रहे हैं. क्योंकि ये कहावत है, बड़े बड़े इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट जो है उनका जो ड्रीम है, आप नौकरी करके उनका ड्रीम को जाके साकार करते हैं. अगर आप एंटरप्रेन्योर बनोगे, आप खुद का ड्रीम को साकार करोगे, आप अपना ड्रीम को जियोगे, अपना सपने को साकार करोगे, आगे बढ़ के. मैं तो एक छोटा सा स्टोरी से खत्म करूंगा. एक बड़ा गुलगुला दुकान के सामने एक बड़ा मैनेजर पूरा टाई कोट पहन के जाके बात कर रहा था. क्या रे, क्या बेच रहे हो? बोला, बड़ा गुलगुला, कितना कमा लेते हो? बोला 500-1000 रुपया हो जाता है, ना उसमें क्या हो जाएगा। फिर कुछ देर बाद वो लड़का, वो आदमी पूछने लगा, सर आप क्या करते हो। मैं फलाने कंपनी में काम करता हूँ, मेरा यूएस मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी है, वहां पर काम कर। बोला कि आप जब रिटायर कर जाओगे आपके बच्चों को क्या मिलेगा। बोला कुछ नहीं, बच्चे अपना अपना तगड़ा लड़ाई करके अपना आगे बढ़ेंगे। बोला नहीं सर, मेरा कॉन्सेप्ट आप सोच लीजिए, ये मेरी कंपनी है, ये जो यहाँ पर लटके हैं आलू वड़ा घुगनी और जो दही वड़ा जो है, ये मेरा मेरा पूंजी है। इसको मैं बढ़ा बढ़ा के और एक बड़ा सा दुकान बनाऊंगा, मेरा होगा। हर दिन जो मैं कमाता हूँ मेरा है, मेरे मरने के बाद मेरा एमडी बनेगा उस कंपनी का, वो सीईओ बनेगा। मैं अपना छुट्टी मन से लेता हूँ, जिस किसी को अप्लाई करना नहीं पड़ता है। ये साहब अगर बैठा है दिन मेरा छुट्टी सैंक्शन नहीं करते, जाओ भाड़ में जाओ, मैं अपना आज छुट्टी करा घर चला गया, मुझे किसी को पूछना नहीं है। ठीक है, मैं अपना जिंदगी जीता हूँ और आज तक मैं जितना कमाया हूँ मैं अपने लिए कमाया हूँ, दूसरे के लिए नहीं कमाया। मैं जब रिटायर करूंगा मेरे बच्चे को दे के जाऊंगा, मेरा बच्चा वहां से आगे बढ़ाएगा, वो वहां का एमडी बनेगा, वहां का सीईओ बनेगा। राइट, तो आप तो नौकर हो, आप जिंदगी भर नौकर रहोगे। मैं तो एंटरप्रेन्योर हूँ, मैं तो मालिक बनूंगा। तो मालिक और नौकर में ये डिफरेंस है। आपको हम ये चाहेंगे मालिक बनिए, नौकर मत बनिए। राइट, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आगे बहुत बात करेंगे। हम अपना एरिया के अंदर अभी घुसे नहीं है, मैं जानता हूँ अगर घुस जाऊंगा फिर पीछे से कोई कहेगा बंद करो, अभी खाने का टाइम हो गया है। बट इफ यू गेट मोर टाइम आई वुड कंट्रीब्यूट मोर। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that great story. We would love to listen more of you in further as well, but we are running short of time right now, and we will be moving towards our felicitation ceremony. So I request the student coordinators I will request Professor N.M. Panda, former Dean from Northeastern Hill University, Ceylon, to kindly come up on the dais, and I would request Dr. Shrikant Patnaik to felicitate our guest. A big round of applause, dear audience, for Professor N.M. Panda, former Dean of NEHU, Ceylon. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to call upon Professor B.N. Singh from IIT Kharagpur. I would request Dr. Sushil Patnaik to do the honor. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Professor B.N. Singh from IIT Kharagpur. Thank you, sir. Thank you from IIMT and Research Forum of India. I'd like to call upon Professor Ambika Prasad Pati, former Dean from Northeastern Hill University from Ceylon. Thank you so much, sir. Now I would request Professor B. Sahu, Director, Adult Education Cell from NEHU, Ceylon, to kindly come up the stage. Professor B. Sahu. Okay, so Okay, so Professor B. Sahu is not present over here. So we are moving ahead for the book release of Professor K.C. Biswal. I would request our guest on the dais to do the honor. Okay. I request the author of the book, Dr. Santosh Mishra, to please kindly come up on the dais. Dr. Santosh Mishra, kindly come on the dais. A big round of applause, dear audience, for Dr. Santosh Mishra, the author of the book. You all. We are felicitating Dr. Santosh Mishra, the author of the book that has been released now. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to congratulate Professor K.C. Biswal sir and Dr. Santosh Kumar Mishra for releasing the book on financial management from all of us from IIMT as well as from Research Forum of India. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. I'm very happy. Today, no doubt, four book released. This is an innovation in business and entrepreneurship development. This book contribution by last international seminar. Also, one book, test book, one is financial management, written by myself, Professor K.C. Biswal and Dr. Santosh Kumar Mishra, the financial management. Then another one book, corporate dividend and share price behavior. My research scholar, Dr. Dhananjay Narjari and myself, Professor K.C. Biswal. 3 books I have written. Dean, Professor G. Singhaya. Thank you so much, sir.
Now, new guest with us, Dr. Priyavarta Ponda, HOD of Commerce Department from GM University, Sambalpur. He has come all the way from Sambalpur. I welcome you, sir, to the forum, and I would also welcome it on the dais to address the vote of thanks to you all.
Thank you, madam. Honorable dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. सर 4 बजे से भाग भाग के जीएम यूनिवर्सिटी से आया हूँ, पहुंचा हूँ अभी. Esteemed sound. Okay. Is it audible now? Yes. Honorable dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I am Dr. Priyavarta Ponda. 4 बजे से भाग भाग के संबलपुर से आया हूँ, गंगाधर मेरी यूनिवर्सिटी से. सुशील सर बुलाए. Esteemed President Research Forum, Honorable Founders, Patnaik sir, Coordinator Biswal sir, our teacher Sushil Patnaik sir. I was a bit nervous before coming here. By looking at Pati sir, Ponda sir, my friend Visumohan, and my friend Samir, I am now privileged to stand here and to deliver the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank on behalf of Research Forum to Biswal sir and Sushil Patnaik sir. Both these are pioneer of this Research Forum. This is what the brainchild, the Research Forum is the brainchild of both of them, I hope. And also I thank Professor G, the pronunciation is little difficult. G. Singhaya sir, the former Pro Vice Chancellor Nehru. Sir, you have enlightened us. Thank you for that. I would like to thank Patnaik sir. Sir, because of your effort, the international seminar is being organized. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the students, those who have participated in organizing this. I would like to thank the faculties of this institution. जाते जाते 4 लाइन हिंदी में बोलना चाहता हूँ, बोल के विराम देता हूँ ये वोट ऑफ थैंक्स को. सूरज जैसा बनना है तो सूरज जैसा जलना होगा. सूरज जैसा बनना है तो सूरज जैसा जलना होगा. नदिया जैसा आदर पाना है तो उस पर्वत छोड़ के आना होगा. स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, हम तो आदम की बेटे हैं, हम तो आदम की बेटे हैं, क्यों सोचे रहा सरल होगा. हर संघर्ष का हल होगा, वो आज नहीं तो कल. थैंक यू सर.
So let me end up. Wow. Thank you so much, sir.
145.
So we will be moving ahead for the lunch session, but before that we'll have a group photo, and after the lunch we have the technical session which has to be conducted in the first floor. We will be guiding you accordingly. So, and we do have a dance and song for all the students for your amusement. But right now we'll have a group photo together. So I request everybody to kindly come up to the entrance. We'll have
Students, just listen.
I kindly request all the students to please hear Sushil Patnaik sir.
So students, you just sit for half an hour to wait, because it is not the time for lunch. We have to wait after 1:30. So after 1:30 we will go for lunch. So till that we have to sit here. So please sit here, and I announce that the next session will be conducted here in this same place, in the same venue. So I would like to request to Professor N.M. Panda to come over the dais, Professor A.P. Pati to come over the dais, Professor B.N. Singh, plus please come to the dais, Professor B.P. Sahu, please come to the dais, Professor B.P. Sahu, and And Dr. Santosh Mishra, please come to the dais. So I request to all these dignitaries to come to the dais and please take your seats, sir. So here you see I request all the members to come to this as a conference, sir. Anubhav, you just call all the students to come up this show. Please. And I request to all the participants and the paper presenters to come over here as they have to discuss their papers. So please. Sir, you start.
Kindly, students, be there in the hall. Please close the back door. Please come inside and close the back door. Amit. Door to close. Door to close. So we begin with the technical session. I welcome Professor K.C. Biswal, Dr. Sushil Kumar Patnaik, Professor B.N. Singh, Mr. Parthasarathi Mishra, Professor B. Sahu to our next session, that is technical session, will begin. So we begin the session. I welcome all the guests on the dais, and now I request Professor K.C. Biswal, National Coordinator, to please come address the gathering. I request Professor N.M. Panda, former Dean from Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, to kindly come up and address the gathering.
Followed by myself. So very good afternoon to all of you. My fellow resource persons sitting in dais and the other delegates and dear students sitting in front of me in the audience. One of the speakers in the inaugural session had aptly said, the topic is too broad, and the topic is lot of ambiguity I find in the topic. Nevertheless, once I have come to the test, means I have to state something on the topic. And you should know, as I have been introduced, I have entered into the last year of my formal service in Nehu. So at the end of my career, I have taken a decision that I will always look from the viewpoint of the ends. So I will come to the end word here, that is entrepreneurship. And then I will link to the next, to the end word, that is sustainability. Lot of things have been said about entrepreneurship. Definitely, the agent of change as the father of entrepreneurship himself defines. Schumpeter in 1934, when he defined entrepreneurship, he has defined the entrepreneurs as the agents of a change. Actually, so our change agents, they do many things. They identify the gap in the market. They try to fill in the gaps. In the process, they extend a lot of benefits to the society through innovation. I'll not delve into the details of entrepreneurship, but in a nutshell, if we give a behavioral approach to the term, we'll find it is a behavioral disposition where an individual need to have 5 contents. One is personal resourcefulness, that means the willingness to go to the uncertain world, to have a strategic vision where he has to see the gaps in the market, the holes in the market, which others are not able to see. Mr. Mishra has rightly said in the inaugural session that people are not able to see the gaps. The gap means what is available and what is possible, the difference between these two. What is possible minus what is available, that is called the gap in the market. As Levinson says, the job of the entrepreneur is simply to fill in the gap. He defines the gap filling activity. And while trying to fill the gap in the marketplace, there he finds opportunity, that is the third behavioral content, opportunity seeking. Whatever he does, he has to find there is some profit not necessarily the revenue minus expenses, what as a student of accounting we define. The profit means benefits that brings in welfare to the society, not necessarily the accounting profit or economic profit. It includes psychological profit, social profit, environmental profit, profit in every direction. And the fourth one, already Mr. Mishra has said, achievement orientation, to have a clear-cut goal and to see that goal in terms of the activity that need to be done in order to achieve that goal, and to go for constant action with periodic feedback so that the goal is accomplished. That is called achievement orientation. David McLean, and he emphasizes on that. But the most important one that takes care of all the terms associated on your topic, on the theme, is the term innovation. The fifth ingredient of behavioral disposition, I call the Pentagon behavioral disposition. Don't remember this word, but 5 ingredients
what is required, behavioral ingredients, what is required to become an entrepreneur. And that is entrepreneurship. And it is not confined to any particular trade or any particular business or any particular activity or any particular endeavor. It is everywhere. Scope is everywhere. As a student, you can become entrepreneurial student. As a teacher, one can become entrepreneurial teacher. As a writer, somebody can become entrepreneurial writer. As a businessman, he can be entrepreneurial. So, anyone who shows that behavior, we can call him an entrepreneur, and entire world is open for that. What are the benefits? In a nutshell, Mr. Mishra has said, I will not repeat. You are the king, you are the Malik. You will actualize your own dream. You have the power and authority to give job to anyone you like. So many benefits. But the problem is to start an enterprise. To start an enterprise with a bright idea is a problem. I'm talking about the startups. The rate of startups is very, very low in our state, in our country. I don't go by the statistics. Still statistics, you'll find a rosy picture, but behind the statistics, the thorns, nobody reflects on them. So my point is, the startup rate is low. And when people start up, you will find the scale-up rate is very low. Scale-up rate, they start in a small way, but how to expand it? The scale-up rate, why? Because when we start a business, you will find many entrepreneurs, except few. Except few, those are the real entrepreneurs. Those people, what they do, they come with a lousy business idea. Lousy business idea leads to a lousy business. Lousy business leads to failure. So people, they never come with an innovative product or innovative product into service here. So nobody, very few are able to come with an innovative product idea. So people, when they come with Me Too product, dahi everybody dahi you will find so many dahi sellers selling the identical product, selling in an identical way, of identical price, identical shape, everything identical, Me Too products. So if you put a Me Too product in yourself, you cannot attract the customers, and the customer base will never be enlarged. You cannot go beyond your area, forget about going national or going global. So the problem is low startup rates, low scale-up rates, low, but only one rate is high, that high mortality rate. And that causes frustration. Young people, when they come up with a business idea, lousy business idea, run the business for some time, subsequently meet failure, and that time they become disappointed and they say goodbye to entrepreneurship. There is the problem, and there is the question of a sustainability that we need to discuss. So, some of the examples are given. Either the cheating mentality or going with a product which subsequently becomes obsolete, a product that is not able to compete in the marketplace, or a product we are producing at such a high price that people are not able to afford. So many reasons, it is because of the lack of innovation. It's a lack of innovation. And please remember, innovation, when we say it, is just not an idea. The scientists are there, they do research, they bring up the idea, But the commercial transformation of that business idea to a real business and passing on the fruits of that business to the common public, that is innovation. So innovation means, as Sumpiter says, either you go for a new product or you produce the existing in a new way. I'm not, delving deeper into it because it will take time. Either you go for product innovation or process innovation. Either way you can choose. And when it comes to product innovation, you are going for unique product, not copyable product. Others cannot copy, others cannot sell. And when others prepare the same by copying, their product will be treated as an inferior product in the marketplace by the customers. So unique product means you have to have unique product idea behind it, or else we have to go for process innovation. We have to do by using in the new methods of production, by creating new organization, different type of organization, so that we are able to produce the same thing with a lesser cost, and lesser cost is also treated as a benefit. So innovation has two sides. One is the benefit side, the other one is the cost side. Either way you can go, you can pass on the welfare or the benefits to the society. So scientists, all the people, those who are having good mind, they can create the idea. They have the creativity, they can create a new idea. And the idea that a product of this kind can be made in this way, that is invention, not innovation. We have to go beyond the invention. Going beyond invention is innovation. That means to produce in a commercial way, to make the fruits of that invention available to the entire world, to the entire society, that is innovation. So entrepreneurs need necessarily to be innovators. Those who can get the idea they can buy from the universities, they can buy the idea from the scientific institutions, or they can establish scientific institution to create an idea of their own, like Dr. Reddy, they're having their own lab. Okay, so coming to the point, sustainability, very, very important. How the business will be a sustainable business. As a student of management, you know what is sustainability in a nutshell. The sustainability lies on three factors. You have to take care of a profit, because in the entrepreneurship I have said that without profit there is no entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs necessarily look for profit. That is why the ingredient opportunity seeking. Always they look at the benefit for themselves and for their society. So whenever profit they are looking for, this profit seeking is associated with another, that is people. If you cannot take care of the people those are associated with your profit making process, you cannot succeed and cannot become sustainable, successful. So that long run calculation, how to go for this profit goal with our people goal, how to work with the people, how to make people very happy in today as well as tomorrow. Because today's people are very, very important, because they contribute to our economic process. But I am talking about another factor, that is the planet. So profit, people and planet. That planet is very, very important. Planet means Why? Why? Because today, if you go for the fluctuation in the stock market, you will find it is more associated with the geopolitical aspects. Geopolitical aspects. And if you develop, what happens? One tsunami will take away everything. All our developmental process, because of a contribution from numerous entrepreneurs, will appear like sand houses to be washed away by the tides of devastation. If we don't take care of our planet, then we have to face. First, in the form of inconveniences. Second, in the form of problems. Again, when the intensity of the problem goes up, that problem will appear as a crisis. When the intensity of a crisis goes up, the crisis will become calamity. When the intensity of the calamity goes up, the calamity will become disaster. When the intensity of the disaster goes up, it becomes catastrophe. When the intensity of the catastrophe goes up, it becomes devastation. So we should be ready. If we are not taking care of the planet around, then we have to be ready to face the devastation. You can fight with one trade union leader. You can fight with one competitor in the marketplace. You can fight with one group of activists in the society. But when the Mother Earth shows its tyrannic face, you don't know where you will be. Therefore, we have to take care of planet. So, profit, people, and planet. But how to see all these three, that you need to understand, and that is the essence of sustainability. There are three approaches. I'm a teacher, and you, most of the people in the audience, I find are the students. I will give you little core knowledge that will develop an understanding of sustainability. So, the sustainable entrepreneurship, when we are talking about, there are three approaches. One is the approach of intersection. That means the business, profit, and the people, society, and the planet, the earth. These three are the three circles, and you will find a particular space that is created out of the intersection of these three circles. So, some people, they believe that sustainable entrepreneurship begins with our focus on that middle portion that comes because of the intersection of these three circles. Second, embedded approach, we can call it onion approach, piyaj approach we can call. Okay, so the profit circle is at the core, and another circle, the people circle, that will surround the past profit circle. Then around that, the planet circle. So this is embedded approach. We have to see, because I have told you that you have to look at your profit, you have to look at your people, and you have to look at your planet. So how we have to look, that talks about our understanding, real understanding of a sustainable entrepreneurship. So this is embedded approach. So again, another approach which is followed by most of the modern, academicians as well as the practitioners, that is called integrated approach. Integrated approach, there we don't look a space that is created out of intersection. We say that the three circles, they are integrated with each other. Whenever we are doing our business, we have to look at the people as well as we have to look at the planet. So that the integration approach is the third approach. So we have to be very, very clear with regard to our understanding what we understand as a sustainable entrepreneurship. If we understand it very, very clearly and accordingly we go for our entrepreneurial action, I think our enterprise will be sustainable and we will success. There are so many myths about innovations. That is the crux of entrepreneurship. Somebody, one of my predecessor speakers said that entrepreneurship, when we are talking about, it's money. That's why we have kept banking. Again, it was questioned by another speaker, that money is not the problem. Money is not the problem. So if you have good idea, money will automatically come. That's another speaker said. And most of the CEOs today, you'll find people, they give emphasis on the human capital. I got it. And that's why I am coming to it. So that human capital, that is the most important capital, human capital. And my previous speaker has nicely elaborated that human capital includes intellectual capital, social capital, and emotional capital. All the three capitals put together forms entrepreneurship. So that capital is very, very important. And that capital begins with the creation of an entrepreneur mindset. I am not going to repeat what my predecessors have said, but the topic is very, very interesting. After a lot of efforts, the organizers, they have organized this one, and they have given me the chance to share some of my ideas with a beautiful audience like that of yours. I am grateful for that. I register on record my sincere thanks and sincere gratefulness to the organizers for having invited me and provided me the chance to speak before all of you. I wish good luck for all of you, and I also wish good luck for the institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would declare the chairman of the session, Dr. Professor Parthasarathi Mishra, is the chairman of this session. And I would also request to all the speakers that the time limit is 15 minutes, so please confine your note within that. Now I would request Professor Ambika Prashadpati, former Dean from Nehru Ceylon, to kindly address the gathering.
Very good afternoon to all the dignitaries on the dais and our student friends. Actually, the topic which I see, as already told, it is very vast topic. So many connecting points are there, and I must thank Professor Panda giving the background of entrepreneurship and sustainable entrepreneurship. So I will not talk about that. I will try to come to the banking and technology aspect. And particularly I will address the students. I know the audience is students here, not faculty. Okay? And we know each other. All of us, we know each other, except Mr. Misra. I know each one of us long before, so we know each other. So students, I will come to you directly. If you are given 1,000 rupees today and you are asked to how to multiply it, what you will do? Tell. Give a practical example that how will multiply 1,000 rupees. Yes? By investing. Where do you invest? Stock market. Good. Then what else about others? Yes, any other students? I hope all you from commerce or technical backgrounds like management. Yes or no? So what will do? With 1,000 rupees, how will multiply? Yes. Yes, tell loudly. Anybody who wants to do something with 1,000 rupees, what he will do or she will do? Yes, tell something. Tell something. Buy some gold with 1,000 rupees. Okay. Then what will do with that? Okay, no issue. Digital gold. What will do with that? Acha, okay, you want to invest in gold, he wants to invest in share market. Anybody wants to do some entrepreneurship as the topic says? No. Why it is so? Why it is so that you don't want to do any enterprise creation, but rather you want to go to trading? You are also talking about trading and he is also talking about trading. Why it is so? Is it difficult? Enterprise creation is difficult? Huh? Enterprise creation is a new concept. Okay. Is it new? For you it is new. You see, enterprise creation and enterprises are as old as we human beings. We started with all entrepreneurial activities when we invented the wheel. Right? When human beings started inventing wheels, it was the first enterprise or first creation of human beings, isn't it? And from wheels, everything rolled on. Transportation of things, then things move on, we started moving ourselves, and we are at this stage. So it is as old as human beings are. So it is not a new concept at all. And as the previous predecessors have already told, you have to have an attitude to take the appropriate risk at the appropriate time and take the best possible decision on your part. You may fail, you may gain. You may lose, you may gain. In trading, isn't it? In business, you may succeed, you may also fail. But you have to have a different attitude than a commoner. That will make you entrepreneurs. All the entrepreneurs are not successful on this environment. Hardly 5% succeed, 95% fail. And perhaps that failure is one of the biggest reasons why you are not interested in enterprise creation. All the business, they don't succeed. Hardly 5% business, they succeed in long run, which we talk about sustainability, right? So if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should have some adequate knowledge, which perhaps these type of institutions are giving to you. But apart from that, with that knowledge, you have to add some technology. You have to understand some banking, and you have to have of your own ethos and own ethics. So I will try to just mention something which is very important for you, that how to sustain the enterprise. I will not go to that concept which has been already explained by my predecessor. How, by using banking and banking technology or technology, you can sustain your business. That is the most important thing right now. Earlier, when we started 2 decades back or 3 decades back, this liberalization, finance was one of the greatest hurdles in the journey of an entrepreneur. Okay? Most of the time, people are not getting money. And over the 3 decades of journey of Indian liberalization, we have come across or come over that phase, and nicely we have come across. We have sailed through nicely. We have plenty of money now, thanks to a booming GDP or booming Indian economy. We are one of the greatest, you can say, economy right now. We are now 5th, trying to be 3rd. Maybe we will be 1 in some time to come. We never know. But there is a possibility that we will conquer the world one day. We were there one day on the top of the world. if you go back to decades, centuries, we were once upon a time, we are number one in the world. Everybody took from us the knowledge. Now we are at the bottom, not at the bottom basically. If you look at the poverty level, yes, we are one of the countries where we are at the bottom. So we have to go beyond that mindset and we have to change. So banking, when we talk about banking and linking into enterprise creation and sustainable, then we have to think about how the flow of money which comes to enterprise is a flow of forever. That means it will never dry. The source of fund will never dry. And banking is one of the organizations which gives you that fund. If you are successful, fund is not a problem from banking side. If you are more successful, fund is not at all a problem. You can go to market, directly raise your funding there. Otherwise, in bank, as we are developing economy, banks are readily or plentifully available with funds. They can give a lot of money. Government of India, basically through all the Mudra schemes and so many startup schemes, Make in India, Made in India, so many schemes are there. If you just search internet, what are the available schemes for enterprise creation, you have plenty of opportunity right now. You will be rather perplexed where to take money. 30 years before, 20 years before, you are begging for money. Please give me money. Hardly there are schemes which are giving money so easily. But right now things are completely changed. But the problem is we have to get funding as you expand. Sustainability talks about expansion also. You cannot just remain a small for 100 years. That is not sustainability. You have to expand and remain there. So expansion requires a lot of funding in future. You can generate from your own, but you have to have additional capacity in future. As Professor Misraji was telling, that how a small bada sub thought about how to expand. He was thinking about that how to generate fund from the internal source and expand. But as an modern entrepreneur, banks are there. Next to bank, market is there. Okay. So if you want to take money and do some sustainable business, your business has to be sustainable first. Okay. And rightly told that quality is the foundation of any success. Unless you harp on quality, neither you expand nor you sustain. Quality is first thing. Try to understand. Without quality, you cannot do anything. Maybe a small activity. You can see many things in this room which can be qualitatively improved. If you mark very minutely where quality can be improved, you can see many things here also. You can see quality improvement in your home also, in your institution also, even in your nearby society also, and in the larger society or the state or national level also. So if your journey starts from that cue, that is quality, then success is automatic. Expansion is automatic. But to harp on quality, it requires a lot of dedication. Complete attitudinal change. Quality does not give you success overnight. You have to remain there for long. You have to harp on quality. In initial stage, you may fail. Your product may not succeed if you harp on quality in the beginning, because there are a lot of competitors with low quality product and low price. So on price front, you may be defeated in the market. But if you harp on quality, one day time will come, people will accept, people will know, and you will be in the international platform. Technology provides you that platform. All the online platforms like Flipkart, like Amazon, and all the channels through which you are purchasing, that will give you platform. That is technology. So finance you can get from banks. Technology is already available so that you can make your enterprise sustainable. Only thing is are told that attitude and quality. harp on those two things. While doing this, one thing you should be very careful. Don't leave ethics. Without ethical technology, ethical banking, ethical entrepreneurship, there is no sustainability at all. That ethics is lacking in the society. We hardly have any emphasis in ethics in our co-curricular activities. In academic curricular, ethics is lacking. If you look at our syllabus, ethics is nowhere. We don't teach what is ethical finance. We don't teach what is ethical technology. Banks share data of customers. Flipkart share data of customers to others. Employees, they share data of customers. Why? Because we don't have an ethical code of conduct. So if you share the data of this institution to others, you are also unethical. Certain data are there which are very prime to this institution. We should not share it. But sometimes if you share it, you become unethical. I'm giving an example. So ethical angle has to be looked into. Particularly when you talk about this technology, now these issues are coming up. Particularly data privacy. All the data which are generated through the business, this has to be stored in such a way that the access is very limited, or access is limited to very few who are the real owner of this data. So whatever institution you build, whatever business you build, your trade secret is yours. You have to protect it. So in banking particularly, this ethical concept is coming up right now. There are a lot of frauds, lot of hackers are there. Those are able to hack the mainframe computer of big organizations. Forget about banks. There are big organizations like Pentagon where data is hacked. Organizations like Government of India organization data is hacked. So bank is one of the institutions where most of the personal information of our individual customers are stored. So that is an organization which creates the market for others, because that supplies the finance. Particularly in India, we are bank-based economy. Okay. We are not market-based economy. So once your data is leaked, that means that data can be manipulated by others. So bankers need to be very cautious about protection about the data of the customers. That is very, very important. Number one and number two is transparency. When you do any sustainable business or enterprise, you have to be very transparent. If you start something which is not ethical, not good for society, and you are trying to cover it up, you will never be sustainable. Whatever you are doing, at least you should make it convey to the public. It should be in the domain, public domain. So transparency also make you responsible. If you don't have a transparent system, you will do all the hanky-panky things and one day you will be in trouble. So revealing yourself is very important so that people will trust you, that no, he is a transparent business house. He is a transparent person. So that adds quality and value to your business. So you have to have ethical concern. You have to have a transparency. You have to have attitude, and you have to have quality concern. If all these four are integrated, then definitely you will be a successful entrepreneur and sustainable entrepreneur. That is the point I wanted to communicate to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing those valuable insights with the audience. Now Now I would request Professor B.N. Singh, Professor from IIT Kharagpur, to kindly come up and address the gathering.
Once again, very good afternoon to one and all of you. I know this is a hard time for you, but you are more or less compelled to sit, because even as 80 years old person, I feel hungry, and you are all young, dynamic future of the country. I do not want to bore you with the topic, because there are all intellectuals. Although I am a professor, or I was a professor of IIT Kharagpur or other universities, but I don't consider myself to be a true professor, because if you analyze me, I am 90% a professional or a practitioner and 10% a professor. Because why I have studied? To be very frank, I did not get much knowledge, even reading at IIT Kharagpur. I only got my degrees or taught at IIT to just tell to the world that I am not a fool. Otherwise, people will say that you are a fool. So I will just within this short time, I will give 3 jokes to you, because most of you are feeling sleepy or everybody is feeling hungry, right? So first joke, or first I will start from a little tips from Mishra sir, who has mentioned Tokyo and who had stayed there for long time. I had never had been to Tokyo or Japan or any other country, but I admire the culture of Japan. So I start with one Hindi song. The title of the Hindi song in old film stories, if your songs you go, the film's name was Sri 420 by Raj Kapoor. And the theme song was मेरा जूता है जापानी, पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. Right? So it is not a song only, it is a message. And what is the message? After Second World War, Japanese condition was so wretched that if anything worse or bad in quality, that was termed to be Japanese. In our Bihar, UP and Hindi belt, when somebody was talking rubbish, people used to say, "Tum Japanese chhadte ho." That means Japanese was a sigma for bad quality. And from that 1945 out afterwards, till date, Japan has improved like anything in quality and culture. Nobody in this world can match. Even America with all the resources, even India having 10 times more resources in terms of materials, in terms of minerals, in terms of people, we cannot go near to the Japan. To know the reason, as Mr. Sir said in his speech, I was very minutely, because he is after all a practitioner. And I don't believe much in academics, because academics gives you a degree and practice makes you perfect. Right? So that is the difference. And I want to integrate both of these. So Japan, that film song was an indication. If you minutely have a chance to go through that video script, you will see the type of shoes, Japanese shoes पहना हुआ था राज कपूर, और उस जूते से उसके चारों, please be little silent, I believe I will not take much time, but even all 5 fingers were coming out. That means the quality of the shoe was so bad that all the fingers were coming out. फटा नहीं, पूरा ही पैर निकल जाता है बाहर से. From that status of Japan, now anything best in quality, whether cars, whether electronics, whether anything, it is Japan. How they have come up? Again, I take a tips from Mishra sir. Quality and teamwork. In India, mathematically it is said 3 plus 3 is 6. But as a practitioner, we know in India it is not 3 plus 3 6. It is either less 6 or less than 6, or it may be 0 also. Because we do not know how to work in team. Pele came to India, he was considered to be the god of football. And there was a charity match between Pele team and India 11 team. And everybody expected that when Pele gets a ball, he'll put 12 goals. But Pele team lost. Then the reporters, in a very confidential manner, asked Pele, "Sir, what happened? You are a god of football. How was this?" He said, "Pele alone is no Pele. Pele in his team is world's best game. In India, we do not know how to make teams. We do not know how to maintain qualities. And the first chapter I consider in sustainability is your teamwork. You don't work for the present, you work for the future. And sustainability, from the core of my heart, I don't believe it. Because sustainability is just a compromise. In recent one of my books, English books, the title is Struggle for Excellence. Mr. Sir, you may also read that book. I have said, Charles Darwin said, struggle for existence. You have to struggle for your life. And nobody in 150 years has modified that theory. Still the theory is just like Newton's law of motion. It is there. First time I said, Charles Darwin was all right, but it is not the end of the struggle. Then you have to go for struggle for survival. Sustainability is nothing but a struggle for survival only. And that is not the end. You have to go for success or growth. That is missing. And then at last you have to go for struggle for excellence, which nobody talks now with it. Nobody talks. Everybody talks for sustainability. And what is the condition in quality which he has mentioned? India, everything है चलचे चलबे, चलता है. Sir, his mobile चलेगा, ले लो. I have worked in the field. 10,000 workers were working with me. 10,000. I was a manager having 10,000 workers. Never I compromise with quality. Here there is this. There is one man who will produce. There is another man who will check. There is another man who will pass. Minimum 3 signatures. Why? I have not gone to Japan, but sir can say, Japan, there is no concept of one man, another man supervising and checking the quality. This piece I am making, maybe a needle, maybe a key, maybe a bolt, maybe a screw. I will not pass it to the next unless I am satisfied that nobody in this world is going to make it better than me or better than me. It is no compromise. Chalega, nahi chalega. Here, India talks technically of tolerances. Your tolerances is this much. Your pass mark is this much. Why tolerances? Why not the best? Why not 100, 100, 100? and that is called the quality concept in India is lacking. It is deep-rooted problem for us. Teamwork, in Indian people I mentioned they cannot work in team, right? There is a very funny joke that one Indian company was exporting प्राउन फिश है, चिंगड़ी माछ, गोल्दा चिंगड़ी, बड़ा बड़ा जो आपका छिलका वगैरह में होता है, चिंगड़ी माछ to USA. The one, and the very rigid terms and conditions with USA counterpart was there. When the consignment reached to USA port, there was a big complaint by the USA side that we'll sue you in a court of law for breach of contract. Then the Indian manager flew back to New York to ask her what is the problem. He said, as per the agreement, like, please, somebody, if you are not interested, may leave the auditorium. Hello? Professor B.N. Singh will not be available anywhere. If you pay lakhs rupees also, nobody can bring me. Because I love students. I left my IIT job. I left my ISA job to come and teach. And if you miss me, fine. I don't have any problem. Tomorrow I will be somewhere else. So he said, what happened? He said, हिंदी में बताएं थोड़ा आपको समझने में आसानी होगी. He said, आपको बड़ा बड़ा कंटेनर में, सील कंटेनर में मछली को भेजना है, so that these pieces reach USA live. आपका कंटेनर का डब्बा का लीड मिसिंग है, ऊपर का ढक्कन. Then the Indian manager laughed and said, sir, वो तो अमेरिका वाला चिंगड़ी नहीं है सर, वो तो इंडिया वाला है. बोला अरे उसमें क्या है? बोला सर आप निश्चिंत रहिए, एक तो डब्बा में 10 तो 15 तो चिंगड़ी माछ है, बड़ा वाला गोल्दा फिसली, एक तो जैसे जंप करेगा और नीचे से 10 तो पकड़ के टांगड़ी खींच के रखेगा ऐसे करके. सर हम लोग इंडियन पीपुल है सर, हमको नहीं मिला कोई बात नहीं है, हम आपको होने नहीं देगा. ऐसा सीधा रास्ता में नहीं होगा. कोर्ट में बैठा है स्टे ऑर्डर, साथ ही साथ पैनल कैंसिल, नहीं तो 10 साल पैनल हो गया. बाय द टाइम पैनल कोर्ट का वर्डिक्ट आता है, यू हैव लॉस्ट योर एज. दैट्स व्हाई आई बिकम ए लॉयर, because these professional lawyers teach me also. As on date, I am an advocate of Calcutta High Court, very renowned advocate, but I do not take public cases for money. What I do is this, कल को स्टे ऑर्डर आएगा, काला कोट पहन के खुद खड़ा हो जाता है. जिस दिन अब खड़ा हो गया, वो चाहे कलकत्ता होने दीजिए हाई कोर्ट या सुप्रीम कोर्ट हो गया, सेम डे कोर्ट हैज टू गिव द डिसीजन, राइट. सो ये जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, जो सर हैज सेड, वी कैन नॉट वर्क टुगेदर. लास्टली, entrepreneurship is nothing but your dreams. You have to dream. In my last book also I have said, to be successful, whether entrepreneurship or something else, you have to have a dreams. And dreams, only seeing a dream does not give you anything. Because if you go to a metropolitan city and there are car showrooms and there are all international level cars are there, beautiful cars are there. When you look through the glass panes, the salesman does not come out. Because he knows hundreds of people are going, अच्छा ये latest model है, देखता है. When he will come out, when you push the door, that means you have got not only the desire, but the potential to be a potential customer. So only desire does not give you. So next is this, you have to, the potentiality, in our terms, we call it core competency. Core competency. Everybody cannot be an entrepreneur. So whether you have that tricks, cracks, some symptoms to become entrepreneur, and only doing that, it does not require that, it does not mean that you will be successful. You need gurus, guide, practitioners, coaches, and last but one, it is finally your luck. Professor Pati has said, somebody has said, that 95% of the people fail because everything is all right, but luck is not there. And he said zero. In my book, I have given a great value to zero. Great value. I said zero जैसा कोई चीज होता ही नहीं है. क्यों? In my whole life I produced 0, 0, 0. And if opportunity comes, if somebody puts 1 against 0, whatever 0 I have produced in my life, I will overnight become a hero and will be a pioneer or entrepreneur or great person in this life. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, sir. I wish we had more of time to listen to sir. Thanks a lot. Now I would request Dr. Santosh Kumar Mishra from PN Autonomous College to kindly say a few words to the gathering.
Very good afternoon to you all. Honorable dignitaries on the dais and my dear students. Now all the students are in a hurry to go for lunch. And we know Bhubukitam king na koroti papam. Suniyango kara dharja nathivo. Still then I will tell something. My students, how many of you want to be an entrepreneur? Please raise your hands. Nobody. Why? Nobody wants to be an entrepreneur. But from morning to going to sleep, all day, we are using some products done by some entrepreneurs. But nobody is interested to be an entrepreneur. Why? To be an entrepreneur, banks are there. Money is not a hurdle now. Technology is there. You know Oyo, Agrawala, Mr. Agrawala. He is a successful entrepreneur, being a man of crores. Youngest entrepreneur. And you know Bitcoin. The value of Bitcoin, 1 unit of Bitcoin is more than 35 lakh now. So how? One question was before you, how to multiply 1000? But no, I am sorry, nobody is interested to give the right answer. Why? Because nobody of you to be an entrepreneur. A little story I am going to tell you. With only rupees 500, one has now the owner of a big जो vegetable जो गौदी मालिक को vegetable depot. He started his business with rupees 500 only. He was selling potatoes in the street. Now he is selling large number of potatoes to small retail shop holders where he is the owner. The farmers are going to deposit the package of different vegetables before him. He will his duty is to hand over those package of different types of vegetables to different types of small retailers, vegetable shop owners. And his income is only 1 or 2 rupees per kg as commission. He is also a billionaire now. And one question is there, our Mr. Sir told you, for being successful entrepreneur, education is not required. But an educationist, if he has set his mind to be an entrepreneur, he will be the best entrepreneur. The illiterate entrepreneur or literate entrepreneur. But if you go to a college, suppose one day head clerk is not there, if a student is coming from far away places, suppose from Balangiri or Kolandi, to get its certificate, if one person in charge of giving certificate is absent, he or she will go back. His whole day will be destroyed, his money will be destroyed. Is it productive? But to be an entrepreneur, if he suppose for a manager, for a CEO of large scale industries, if a peon is not there, he has to do the work of a peon. He has to find the file to continue his work. That is the mindset. To be an entrepreneur, we have to develop such a mindset. Don't hesitate to do a work of lower subordinates. For the work of subordinates, if we don't do that job at that time, time will go up. Time will never come back. So for a successful entrepreneur, mindset is there. Banking is not there. Now there is a digital market. So cryptocurrency is the born of a digital currency, digital money. So many factors are there for a sustainability in the entrepreneurship. The entrepreneur should have developed his mindset. One is a unique product, and third is hard working. He must be a pagal to achieve his or her goal, unless otherwise not. पागल बनना चाहिए आउ ब्रिटिशर्स नो बळे आमे कहया गोटे पियन दरकार गोटे पटे क्लर्क दरकार गोटे पटे नाइट वॉचमैन दरकार then you will not be a successful entrepreneur. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. I would request now Professor Dr. Parthasarathi Mishra as the chairman of this session to say a few words to the gathering.
Thank you. I wish I'm a professor, but I'm just a practitioner, not a professor. I never profess. Thank you. So I can understand there are rats running inside. You guys are few people, they just rushed out, so they couldn't even tolerate the hunger. So few were told to stay back just to for the sake of we people on the stage. I can understand you all are hungry, and people over here, they can control the hunger, but you cannot because you are at this age. So the other side is attracting you more. I will cite few examples on entrepreneurship. I am not going to use any jargon. Very, very practical examples which I have felt in my own life. भुवनेश्वर में या किसी भी शहर में अगर आप जाएंगे, आपको लगेगा कि कुछ लोगों का नाम बहुत ऊपर है. खान पान के क्षेत्र में आप कहिए या किसी भी क्षेत्र में कहिए. 2-3 एग्जाम्पल हम भुवनेश्वर का लेंगे. हम लोगों के बचपन में एक पूरी प्रतियारी करके हलवाई का दुकान था राजमहल में. तो मुझे पता है, मुझे मिठाई बहुत पसंद है. तो हम जो है जाके वहां पर 5 बजे बैठ जाते थे कि छेना पैस निकला नहीं निकला. अभी एक ओल्ड लेडी वहां पर बैठी रहती थी कि जब बैठ के और आधा घंटा बैठे, अभी पक रहा है. राइट. शी विल नॉट कॉम्प्रोमाइज विद द क्वालिटी. वो नहीं कहे कि हो गया लीजिए लीजिए जाइए, क्योंकि वहां पर लाइन लगा के लोग खड़े होते थे. देखिए, वो क्वालिटी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करती हैं, और आप उसको भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करना चाहते कि हम प्रतियारी को छोड़ के वहां पर निमापड़ा स्वीट से जाके खा. निमापड़ा स्वीट तो अभी आया, लेकिन उस टाइम में वो दुकान जो इतना फेमस था because of the quality, because they are knowing that what to offer. कुछ दिन पहले एक प्रोग्राम में हमको बुलाया गया था प्रेस क्लब में, जहां पर IIT भुवनेश्वर के डायरेक्टर भी थे, कुछ लोगों को एंटरप्रेन्योर को हमको अवार्ड देना था। उसमें एक ग्रीन चिलीज करके एक आदमी था जो अवार्ड लेने के लिए आया। ग्रीन चिलीज कुछ नहीं है, वो मिर्ची का पकौड़ा बना के शाम को आपको वहां पर बेचता है, लेकिन वहां पर लाइन लगी रहती है, लोग वहां पर खरीदने के लिए बैठे रहते हैं। क्यों बैठे रहते हैं? क्योंकि यू नो दैट द क्वालिटी प्रोवाइड, द सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड। लोग बोलते हैं कि बड़ा एंटरप्रेन्योर है। यहीं पर शहीद नगर में जाइए, एक लिंगराज रस्सी है, लिंगराज रस्सी के पास लस्सी पीने के लिए शाम को या दोपहर को देखिए लोग भीड़ रहती है। पहले तो 75 रुपीज लिया करता था, आजकल लोग बोलते हैं 100 रुपया के ऊपर भी एक गिलास लस्सी लेता है, लेकिन लोग वहां पर बैठे रहते हैं। जब मैं जबलपुर में जाया करता था, तिकोनिया बाजार में एक दुकान है जहां पर बालूशाही मिलता था। बालूशाही अगर आप शाम को जाएंगे, अगर थोड़ा सा लेट हो गया, आपको बालूशाही नहीं मिलेगी, खत्म। हर शहर में कहीं ना कहीं इस टाइप के लोग हैं जो अपना ब्रांडिंग लेके बैठे हुए हैं, और ये ब्रांडिंग इसीलिए लेके बैठे हुए हैं बिकॉज दे डोंट कॉम्प्रोमाइज विद द क्वालिटी। आपको लोगों का मूड को स्टडी करना पड़ेगा, लोगों का चाहत को स्टडी करना पड़ेगा, लोगों का रिक्वायरमेंट को स्टडी करना पड़ेगा, और आप उसको कैसे पेश करोगे उसको स्टडी करना पड़ेगा। यू नीड टू बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर्स। सारे लोग कूड़ा जैसा आपका पानीदार जो घुगनी दे रहे हैं सुबह सुबह, आप अगर बढ़िया घुगनी देते हैं, लोग आपके पास आएंगे। यू नीड टू हैव दैट पेशेंस। And people those who have excelled in their life, they have excelled through perseverance, they have excelled through the quality, and they excelled through their dedicatedness. ये जब तक नहीं करेंगे आप नहीं आगे बढ़ पाएंगे। फूलों का शहर करके एक माना जाता है द वैली ऑफ फ्लावर्स। भुवनेश्वर को फूल चोरों का शहर कहा जाता है। मैं दुख के साथ कह रहा हूं, सुबह सुबह टांगड़ी लेके जितने बूढ़े बुढ़िया जो अपना रिटायर कर चुके हैं, किसी के बगिए में खींच के कैसे फूल चोरी करेंगे, वही काम करते रहते हैं। भगवान को फूल ऑफर करना है, एक फूल का पैकेट नहीं खरीदेंगे, फूल चोरी करेंगे। मैंने गलती से एक बूढ़ी को बोल दिया, सुबह सीढ़ी लगा के मेरे बगीचे से फूल ले रही थी। मैंने कहा तुम फूल चोरी कर रही हो? क्या बोला? फूल चोर भी हूँ, भगवान के लिए फूल ले रही हूँ, और आपने मुझे चोर कहा। लड़ पड़ी, और पूरा आसपास का और कुछ मैं भी कुछ स्टार्टअप गाइडेंस लोगों को देता हूँ, तो कुछ लड़के मेरे पास आते हैं, तुम लोग फूलों का क्यों शुरू नहीं करते? सुबह सुबह अखबार वाले को फुल पैकेट बना के दे दो, वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे। आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे, कुछ लोग शुरू किए, लेकिन यहाँ पर एक चीज किसी ने सुबह भी कहा था, एक जब करता है और 100 लोग वही करते हैं, फिर बाद में 100 लोग अपना दुकान इकट्ठा बंद करते हैं। तो एक ने शुरू किया, उसके दिखा देखिए और 100 लोग शुरू किए, और फिर वो बंद हो गए। तो कहीं ना कहीं आपको देखना पड़ेगा कंपटीशन, क्वालिटी, टाइम, और कैसे आप लोगों तक वहां तक पहुंचाते हैं, और किस मकसद के साथ, और कितना पैसे के साथ। क्योंकि आप बहुत ज्यादा चार्ज करेंगे, आपको लोगों का स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग देखना पड़ेगा, कितना वो लोग खर्चा कर पाए, राइट। तो ये थोड़ा सा आप देख लीजिए, क्योंकि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जो है एक अंदरूनी चीज है। ये आपका अंदर जो ड्रीम है, मुझे पता नहीं सारे लोग तो चलेंगे नहीं, तो कई सारे टेस्ट हम अब कर लेते हैं आप लोगों से। ये अंदर से जो ड्रीम है, कभी कभी पढ़े लिखे होने से, मैं आई स्टिल टेल मिस्टर मिश्रा, पढ़ा लिखा आदमी के अंदर अगर ड्रीम है वो तो करेगा ही, लेकिन कोई जरूरी नहीं कि पढ़ा लिखा अंदर आदमी के अंदर ही ड्रीम हो। धीरू भाई अंबानी जो जाके तेल भर रहे थे वहां पर गल्फ कंट्रीज में, तो अगर उनका खानदान अगर एम्पायर खड़ा कर दिया रिलायंस को, तो कोई जरूरी नहीं कि पढ़ा लिखा होके बढ़िया क्लर्क बनते हैं। इंग्लिश मीडियम में पढ़ के जब हम मिनिस्ट्री में थे, हम लोग के सर्वे किए थे, स्टडी किए थे, इंग्लिश मीडियम के कितने बच्चे हमारे मिनिस्ट्री में क्लर्की कर रहे हैं, और वर्नाकुलर मीडियम में और गांव से पढ़ के कितने लोग IAS और हमारे जैसे क्लास 1 ऑफिसर बने। और हम लोगों ने देखा कि गांव के बैकग्राउंड के ज्यादातर लोग IAS और वहां पर बड़े बड़े हम लोग ऑफिसर बन के बैठे थे, और जो इंग्लिश मीडियम के बच्चे जो है वो सब क्लर्की कर रहे थे वहां पर। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। यू नीड टू हैव द गट्स फ्रॉम विद इन, आपको आगे बढ़ने के लिए। मैं कई जगह में काम किया हूँ, मेरे अंदर ब्रिटिश लोग मुझे रिपोर्ट किया है, मैं ब्रिटिश लोगों की रिपोर्ट किया। आई वॉज विद अ कंपनी इन नेदरलैंड्स वेयर आई वॉज ओनली ब्लैक। मेरे साथ सारे ब्रिटिश लोग थे, लेकिन उनका सेशन मैं ही लेता था। Initially, people are making fun of me. Park, they are all British people. They won't listen to any black. I said, forget about black or white. Let them be with me for a few years, few months. They will understand. So you need to have guts from within. You need to have strength from within. Right? एक स्टोरी से मैं खत्म करूंगा। एक स्टोरी है मुफासा का, गाय थे मुफासा, उनके ऊपर स्टोरी है द ग्रिफ करके स्टोरी का नाम है। एक शहर में एक चर्च हुआ करता था और वो चर्च में एक वर्जर हुआ करता था। वर्जर जो है चर्च में घंटी बजाते हैं टाइमिंग को लेकर। तो एक बार चर्च में क्या हुआ कि वहां की मैनेजमेंट चेंज हुई और जो पढ़े लिखे मैनेजमेंट वाले आए तो उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं, हमारे जो एम्प्लॉय जो पढ़े लिखा होना चाहिए। ये वर्जर अनपढ़ था। उनसे कहा गया देखो भाई, अब तो तुम्हारी नौकरी नहीं रहेगी, दुकान नहीं चलेगा यहाँ पर, तुमको तो और कुछ देखना पड़ेगा, तुम देख लो, तो हम लोग पढ़े लिखे लोगों को लेंगे। तो बोला मैं क्या करूं? बड़ा दुखी होके रोड पर निकल पड़ा और देखते 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 टहलता रहा, बहुत दूर तक भटकता हुआ पहुंचा। तो दूरी तक पहुंचने के बाद उसको लगा कि सुट्टा मारूं, राइट कल्पिटिव होता है ना जो सुट्टा मारने वाले, कहते कहीं सिगरेट कोई बीड़ी मिल जाए। तो वहां ढूंढता रहा, कहीं कोई सुट्टा कहीं मिला नहीं उसको। उसने कहा यार सुट्टा नहीं है। फिर ढूंढता ढूंढता पूरा 3 किलोमीटर मीलों चला, कहीं उसको बीड़ी सिगरेट नहीं मिली। बोला ये तो बढ़िया धंधा, मैं यही शुरू करता हूँ यहाँ पर। वहीं पर बीड़ी 3-4 तो पैकेट खोला, वहीं पर बैठ के बेचने लगा, बढ़िया भी था। उसके बाद धीरे धीरे बीड़ी से सिगरेट, सिगरेट से फिर सिगार, सिगार से धीरे धीरे वो टबाको का दुकान खोल दिया वहां। बहुत बड़ा टबाको का बिजनेसमैन बना। और तब तक उसकी नौकरी यहाँ से छूट गई थी। बैंकों में पैसा है, अरबों खरबों पैसा जमा किया। बैंक के मैनेजर उसके पास आते थे पैसा लेने के लिए, कलेक्ट करने के लिए। एक दिन एक बैंक का मैनेजर उनको इनवाइट किया, बोला सर आप थोड़ा सा बैंक में आइए। बोला हाँ बैंक में हम आते हैं। फिर बैंक में जो आया, बोले साहब थोड़ा सा इसमें ये आपके पास जितना पैसा हमारे पास अभी जमा हो गया है, आप पता नहीं कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करके कितना कमा सकते हैं, आप तो बहुत बड़े एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं। बोला अच्छा, मुझे तो पता ही नहीं चल रहा है। बोला नहीं आप अगर बोले तो आपका जमा को हम कहीं लगा के और कुछ आपके लिए करें। बोला ठीक है करिए। तो बैंक मैनेजर कहा ठीक है मैं फॉर्म भर देता हूँ। बड़े बड़े लोग जो बैंक में जाते हैं, बैंक मैनेजर उनके लिए फॉर्म भर देता है, मतलब छोटे लोगों को मैनेजर लाइन में खड़ा होना पड़ता है। तो उसका फॉर्म भर के मैनेजर उसके पास लेके आया। बोला साहब सिग्नेचर कर दीजिए। बोला सिग्नेचर? मैं सिग्नेचर कहाँ से करूँ, पढ़ा लिखा कहाँ हूँ? तो बैंक मैनेजर बोला आप सिग्नेचर नहीं जानते हैं? बोला नहीं। अरे भाई आप सिग्नेचर नहीं जानते, आप इतने बड़े आदमी हैं, अपने आप पढ़े लिखे होते, आप कहाँ होते? बोला पढ़ा लिखा होता, चर्च में घंटा बजाता रहता, टंग 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 टंग। पढ़े लिखे से कोई मतलब नहीं है। पढ़े लिखे अपना बेचने जाते साग मार्केट में, हाँ पढ़े लिखे जो है अपना बत्ती पेलते हैं बैठ के, लेकिन अनपढ़ लोग
that illiterate thumb impression like person has built such a business empire.
Right.
And
Right.
sons
Right.
are fighting to demolish that empire.
Exactly.
It is about empire.
Exactly. So it's not education, it's the wisdom. And uneducated people can be wise also. So for becoming an entrepreneur, you need to be wise. वो क्लिक होना चाहिए, वो सपना होना चाहिए, वो मकसद होना चाहिए, तब आप आगे बढ़ पाए। राइट? थैंक यू वेरी मच। आज इस प्लानिंग सेशन में बड़े दिग्गज हमारे साथ थे, पंडा साहब थे, पति साहब थे, बीएन सिंह साहब थे, और आखिरी में मिश्रा साहब।
तो आपके जुड़ गए 16 लाख मजदूरों का मैं लीडर, और लीडर यूनियन का मतलब है जो नंबर 1 जो होगा पॉलिटिकल रहेगा। लोग कहते हैं तुम तो मूड है, गवार है, पढ़ा लिखा नहीं है, तो इतना नहीं था। मैंने कहा तो क्या बनने से इंटेलिजेंट बनूंगा, बड़ा बड़ा पढ़ के आता है, मतलब 51 इयर्स का एज में एक साइड पर आया थी।
थैंक यू। Oh yes, yes. बराबर कहते हैं। Right. You can do it. Right? वो ओबामा का वो आप जानते होंगे, you can only when you decide from within, yes I can. आप कर सकते हैं, it's possible if you decide from within. That permission you need to give from inside. तो काफी कुछ लोगों ने यहाँ पर आज बात किया। मैं पंडा साहब से शुरू करता हूँ, जो इनोवेशन के ऊपर काफी बात किया। इनोवेशन के अंदर घुसे पूरा आज यूएस में और वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में इनोवेशन के ऊपर लोगों ने कैसे कैसे काम किया, और एक एंटरप्रेन्योर होने के लिए क्या क्या आपको सोचना चाहिए, किस टाइप का ड्रीम आपके अंदर होना चाहिए, क्या पैसा चाहिए या बिना पैसे के आप कर सकते हैं, उसके ऊपर उन्होंने काफी कुछ बात की। बैंकिंग सपोर्ट के ऊपर भी बात किया। मोटा मोटी काफी कुछ ये जो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड जो टॉपिक आज था वो टॉपिक को सामने लाके वहां पर प्रस्तुत किया और आपके सामने कुछ फूड फॉर थॉट रखा आगे बढ़ने के लिए। पति साहब ने भी बहुत कुछ बात की। उन्होंने कहा कि वाई एंटरप्रेन्योर फेल। उन्होंने कहा कि 5% लोग कैसे सक्सीड करते हैं और 95% जो फेलियर हो जाते हैं, और फेलियर इसीलिए होते हैं क्योंकि उनके अंदर एडिक्वेट नॉलेज नहीं है, वो हाउ टू सस्टेन, वो सस्टेनेबिलिटी का कैपेसिटी नहीं रहता है, वो क्वालिटी मेंटेन नहीं कर पाते हैं, उनके पास एटीट्यूड नहीं रहता है और डाटा कलेक्ट करके उसी से डाटा ड्रिवन काम नहीं कर पाते। आप तो बड़े अच्छे टाइम में पैदा हुए हैं आप लोग, क्योंकि आपके सामने सब कुछ प्रस्तुत है। हमारे टाइम में गूगल बाबा नहीं था। मुझे याद है जब थीसिस हम मैनेजमेंट का सबमिट किए थे, वो टाइपिस्ट के सामने बैठे रहते थे क्योंकि माइंड में मैनुअल टाइप होता था, फिर वो व्हाइट फ्लूट लगा के भी दोबारा टाइप करता था, फिर प्रोफेसर थे कि पता नहीं ये गलत हो गया, फिर करा के लाओ, फिर बाइंडिंग को खोल के फिर करके लाते। यू आर मतलब ब्लेस्ड एनफ दैट यू हैव एवरीथिंग, यू हैव एवरीथिंग। बैंक में टोकन लेके पानी और नाश्ता लेके बैठे रहते थे। अगर आज हमको बैंक जाना है, आप लोग गए भी होंगे, 2-3 घंटा लेके जाते थे बैंक, आज हम जा रहे, राइट। ऑफिस में एक हमारा छुट्टी हुआ करता था बैंक लीव, क्योंकि आपको बैंक जाना है। आप तो भी मोबाइल में ही बैठे बैठे लड़का लड़की को, लड़का लड़की लड़की लड़के को यहीं पर पैसा भेज देते, जा तुम पानी पूरी खा लो वहां पर, राइट। यूपीआई सिस्टम में पता नहीं क्या क्या आप कर लेते हो। हमको याद है, हम एक दिन भूखे रहे थे, मेरे पास पैसा नहीं पहुंचा था, सिर्फ खीरा खा के एक दिन में बिताया था। क्योंकि पिताजी जब मनी ऑर्डर किए थे, वो मनी ऑर्डर टाइम पर उस दिन जो पहुंचना था वो नहीं पहुंचा, एक दिन लेट पहुंचा। और इतना अमीर तो थे नहीं, पैसा हिसाब किताब करके चलते थे। और उस दिन मेरे पास इतना भी नहीं था कि 1 रुपया है कि मैं खाना खा पाऊं। एक खीरा ही पड़ा था, उसको लेकर हमने खाया था। लेकिन वो सिस्टम अभी नहीं है, आप तुरंत पैसा कोई भेज देता, आपके पास पहुंच जाता, राइट। सिंह साहब ने जापानी क्वालिटी के ऊपर बात किया, जापान के ऊपर बात किया। हम तो बहुत सारे चीज टच नहीं कर पाए, बिकॉज आई कुड हैव टॉक मोर ऑन प्रोफेसर डेमिंग ने, जिन्होंने जापान को क्वालिटी दिया और जापान को इतना आगे लेके पहुंचाया। प्रोफेसर डेमिंग जो अमेरिकन प्रोफेसर थे, और मेरे जापानी सारे दोस्त हैं जिनके साथ मैंने समझा है जापान कैसे आगे बढ़ा है, कैसे वो लोग झेले हैं। 50s में वो प्रोफेसर जापान के कई सारे टोक्यो यूनिवर्सिटी के मेरे दोस्त हैं, कहते थे कि अब हम स्ट्रीट पर जब जाते थे, हमारे पास पैसा नहीं हुआ करता था कि पत्नी कहती थी कि बियर पिएगी, और हमारे पास पैसा नहीं कि बियर पिए हम। और उस दिन हम सोचते थे हम वैसा दिन देखना चाहते हैं जापान में जब हमारे पास पैसा ही पैसा हो, ताकि जब चाहे तब हम बियर पी पाए, राइट। तो ये इन्होंने काफी कुछ टीम वर्क के ऊपर बात किया, सिनर्जी के ऊपर बात की, क्योंकि सिनर्जी के ऊपर कोई बात नहीं करता है। 3+3 हमेशा 6 नहीं होता है, कभी कभी 0 भी होता है, आपने जब कहा, इसके ऊपर उन्होंने बात किया। चलता है एटीट्यूड के ऊपर बात किया। लेकिन अब इंडिया इस स्टेज पर पहुंचा है और हम इंडियंस इस स्टेज पर पहुंचे हैं। इस जमाने में सब चलता है, अब नहीं चलेगा, अब नहीं चलेगा। अब पूरा इंडिया को विश्व देख रहा है। जो कई लोग मजाक उड़ाते हैं विश्व गुरु का, अब इंडिया विश्व गुरु बनने जा रहा है, बन चुका है कई हद। हम तो कई कंट्री घूमते हैं और आपको बहुत अलग ढंग से, अलग नजरिया से देखा जाता है, तो आप कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद संतोष मिश्रा साहब ने काफी कुछ एग्जाम्पल इन्होंने दिया ओयो के बारे में, कैसे अग्रवाल आगे बढ़े। इन्होंने एजुकेशनिस्ट और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के ऊपर बात किया। इन्होंने 3 चीजों के ऊपर बात की, माइंडसेट, यूनिकनेस ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट एंड हार्ड वर्किंग। ये 3 चीज अगर आदमी के अंदर हो, आदमी आगे बढ़ सकता है, कोई भी एंटरप्रेन्योर सक्सीड हो सकता है। अगर आप फूल बेचो या घास काटो, अगर आप बढ़िया कर, मुझे केनेडी का वो शब्द याद है। केनेडी साहब अपने बच्चे को हमेशा कहते थे, आप घास काटो या घोड़ा चढ़ो, कोई मतलब नहीं है, लेकिन जो आप करते हो चोटी पर रहो, तब जाके आप कुछ कर सकते हो। आप उसमें जियो, उसमें डूबो, उसमें मरो, तब जाके आप कुछ कर सकते हो। एंड एंटरप्रेन्योर्स दे डू दैट। प्लीज डू दैट। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बी सो मच टॉलरेंट। इतना देर भूखे प्यासे बैठ के आप लोग सुने, और इसको अगर कुछ हद तक आप लोग काम में लगाएंगे, ये जितने सारे ज्ञानी लोग यहाँ पर जो बैठ के आपको इतना देर तक बोला, उनका बोलने का कुछ सार्थकता रहेगी। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, sir. I must tell you, sir, that you have got a gift of speaking. and you could keep the vibes of the student in this hungry stomach also. So big round of applause for Mr. Partha. I would congratulate all the guests on the dais. We have received a lot of insightful thoughts from all of you to the audience. I hope students will definitely make all these things into their real life implements. Now I would request Dr. Jagamohan Patnaik, Dean of IIMT, Student Welfare and Administration, to please come out and give the vote of thanks to you.
Very good afternoon to everybody. I am the last man. You everybody know that who comes to the dais at the last, his duty is to give the vote of thanks. So similarly, I came here to give the vote of thanks. As you know, I am very much proud of having this seminar in collaboration with the Research Forum of India. Research Forum of India is an eminent research organization that I came to know from here, and it has a excellent academic achievement for the last 2 years. I, on behalf of the IIMT, extend my vote of thanks to our guests, dignitaries present in the dais, students coming from different colleges, and faculty members attending the meeting. At the outset, I extend my vote of thanks Professor N.M. Ponda, former Dean of NEU, for extending his full support and presenting his thoughts before us, which encourages us to make the event incredible. I am also very much thankful to Professor K.C. Biswal, National Coordinator, Research Forum of India, for his valuable thought, and his presence gave a lot of inspiration for us to do the work more and more. I thank Mr. Parthasarathi Mishra, Member Advisory Board, for his gracious presence in the event. His presentation is definitely attract us and encourages us. His marvelous speech encourages the student to sit, remain silently and listen his words. And I also thank Professor Priyavrata Panda, HOD Commerce Department, GM University, for his kind presence. I also thank to Professor B.N. Singh, IIT Kharagpur, who spared time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Today we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, which will encourage us in all our future effort. I also thank to Ambika Prasad Patti for his presence here. I thank to Professor B. Shahu, Director, Adult Cell NEU, for his active participation in this event. I also thank to B. Mishra, former Dean of NEU, for his kind presence. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. After the lunch, we will be having the valedictory session as well as student dance and song performance. So please have lunch and come back to the same place for the same. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Oh,